Yo, 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 once again, we back this with just some Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I am Mike.
What's good, man? I got my dog Drew Money on the boards, man.
How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling pretty cool, man. Gloomy day, but we here.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk today. So we gonna talk today or we gonna talk today? Which one? Let me know so I can know which mode we gonna get in. I'm for real. I'm dead serious. I'm ready to talk today.
Hey, man, we gonna talk today, right?
We got a lot of shit to talk about. That's why I'm hyped. I'm charged. I'm ready to go, man. Like I just wanted to set the temperature real quick. I wanted to know what time niggas on.
Hey, man, we potting, man. Let's pot. You feel me? It's a good week though. It's a real good week.
Yeah, man. Turn up, Mike. Let's go.
There's a lot going on this week though, for real.
Yes, sir. I didn't charge. Hey, before we get into it though, I do want to say I was out and about yesterday, and then just happened to be in conversation. There was a guy named, I think his name was Will, white guy, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I know these guys, man. They podcast. I think they call it like we're just the messengers."
Word.
And he was like, I was like, "Yeah, I engineered that." And he was like,
Oh, word.
"Wait, hold on, you're not Mike or Mo. Wait, you're Drew Money?" I was like,
That's what's up.
I've been crying.
Where was that at?
I was at Rebel Taqueria.
Word.
Grabbed some tacos and shit. And
Word.
yeah,
Shouts out
man.
to Will, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
That
out the
shit
wheel,
was.
man.
That was. I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, first of all, nobody calls me Drew Money except unless you're listening to the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but big up, man. Big up. But other than it was a good week, man, for me also.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to get into the shits, man. Mike hyped in charge. I'm hyped in charge. We here, man. Let's get into it.
Where we want to start off first, man? We're gonna address. We're gonna get right to the elephant in the room. Or we gotta warm up first.
Nah, nigga, crank up. Let's go.
I'm asking, man. I want to know.
You Ansi, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's get this nigga going, man. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Turn up there. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Hey, we got the soundboard going crazy.
Let's go,
too,
man.
Let's go.
So we have Future and Metro's album that came out. We Don't Trust You.
Fire album.
Highly anticipated. I was definitely anticipating because I like when Future and Metro get together, man. And I'm always loving a Future drop. And I didn't get a chance to look at the track list, so I saw everything for the first time. I saw the album cover for the first time. I saw the track list for the first time. And of course, these artists are doing this new thing where they don't show the features no more. They just show the track, which I'm kind of indifferent about. I don't know if I like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit
don't like
either.
that
Like,
shit.
let me get some
they
type
had-
of anticipation.
Y'all hiding undesirable features with that shit too.
That is true too. That's another reason why I don't like it. So of course, honestly, I didn't really get to hear the album till actually when I got up that Friday morning. I didn't catch it on the 12 a.m. tip because I was watching BMF. So I didn't want to, watch BMF and listen to an album at the same time. That's kind of crazy. So
How
I was like,
BMF?
it was a funny episode. Old girl, she pulled the mic off. Why did I just get married in one of the scenes? So, the little sister. So, but I mean, all in all, BMF is BMF. That's all I really got to say about that. So I get up, I play the intro. I'm like, this is a fire shit. We start off with the intro with what's the name of that? All right, We Don't Trust You out the gates. Then Young Metro, Ice Attack was pretty good type shit. But when we get to the 6th track,
Yes, sir.
we got like that. First of all, shout out to Metro for that beat because that beat is crazy, and that's how you do some proper sampling. You get what I'm saying?
Classic beat that's been done a few times.
It just wasn't the original beat itself. It was flipped very good.
The thing about that sample is every version of that beat that I've heard has been done really well. So shout out to all the producers that flipped that beat pretty good, man.
Yeah, definitely. So of course we don't have no features named on the album. So then I hear Kendrick Lamar coming on the second verse.
What's up, man?
And I'm like, damn. The nigga is talking, man. He talking to niggas.
My dog feeling the type of way, man. My dog don't like what's going on.
He talking to niggas, man. And
This is landscape talk right here.
But you know what? I was honestly surprised at the direct shot because this is in response, of course, to first person shooter, and I'm just thinking, I didn't look at first person shooter as a diss, so I ran first person shooter back this morning a few times, and I'm hearing the little, subtle shots, but I don't look at it as a diss shot when I'm listening to Cole verse. I'm not listen. I'm not. I don't hear it like that. I'm just hearing he acknowledging the big three. Then he's saying I'm Muhammad Ali. He's like, but I'm looking at it from a competitive standpoint. I'm not looking at it as, oh nigga, like I'm dissing you type shit. I'm looking at it as a more of, niggas is rapping type shit.
So Kendrick rapping too? Nah.
I'm not saying he's not, but niggas are saying like, oh, this is like, I'm not fucking with you niggas type shit.
Right.
But I'm looking, even when I hear Kendrick, it's like, yeah, I'm talking to you niggas, but nigga, fuck the big three. It's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. But niggas are saying that, of course, yeah, like I'm the top dog. Like,
yeah.
It's just me. Now, I feel like it was more of, if anybody wants to say anything is more of a diss, it was more so the disses at Drake with the For All the Dogs, he gonna see a Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
That was genius.
The K9s.
That was genius. The Prince Michael Jackson flip, that was genius. But I feel like at the end of the day, all them niggas they don't essentially have no beef. With Drake and Kendrick, this is more so the continuous war of words. This is Control all over again.
I really feel like if this is, he really wants Drake. Kendrick, I mean, Cole is there. Cole's a product by proxy. You there, but it's clear side like, hey, we want Drake in the ring.
Where you got? I didn't get a chance to ask you this. Man, I got a lot of questions today. Where you got these niggas ranked out the big three? We only speaking about a specific tier. I'm gonna get on Big Sean later, but I'm only speaking about this specific big three. Do you acknowledge the big three first off?
I mean, I kind of have to at this point. I feel like I got a lot of feelings about this big three thing, man. Like, so this was what, 2009, 2010. We 2024 now. I mean, we kind of got them by proxy again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, tell me how you feel.
I'm telling you how I feel. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like this after this. Like, I feel like if we had suitors, then the torch needs to be passed. But there's no suitors, so we kind of, even after this chapter right here, we still stuck with this big three. I feel like if the landscape was in better condition, or we had more suitors that was ready to take over from this regime, then we could be kind of done with this whole chapter. You know what I'm saying? But we're not. So it's like, even after this, it's still gonna be more drama between the three, or if it's even real drama.
No, how do you rank them?
Where I got them at, I got Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, and your ranking is based off of what?
What I like personally, skill. Yeah, that's it really. Who I'm listening to more really. I listen to Kendrick more out of all three of them anyway, so that's why I'm going off top.
And I'll give niggas some grace, because I know this is a conversation that came up, and I was having a conversation with, who I had a conversation with yesterday. Was that Tyron? I think I was having a conversation with him yesterday. I'll give niggas the whole break thing that we had. Remember the conversation we had about 3 years ago about the whole break with Kendrick?
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that alone now.
I feel like niggas was harping on that shit yesterday, bro. Like,
no, I'm letting it go, but I still stand on what I say. So what I mean,
that's cool.
What I mean by that is, if niggas are telling me that his front end is that good, that it warranted the 5, that's fine. That's fine. I'll charge that. I'll charge that one. Y'all niggas, y'all can have that. And honestly, he came out the gates very strong. So Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, damn. If niggas feel as if that warranted the 5, that's fine. The only thing I didn't like about it is because if either Mr. Morale or Damn was a classic, I would never have had the conversation. That was my only thing. And in between, him not saying nothing as regards to his work, as for features, hopping on somebody else's shit, doing a single, whatever the case may be. That's fine. I'm to the point now when it comes to Kendrick and Cole and Drake, keep running it up as long as you can if this is what we're going to get out of it. Because like you said, there's no passing of the torch to nobody else.
It's really not, and
It's no passing the torch
think
to
that's
nobody else.
it's kind of a deeper issue as far as like overall landscape again. Like how come there's no suitable like people. You know what I'm saying? I think this is like an overall like large scale like agreement type thing. Like there is no like suitors that can really take over after these. Like if we ask them the big three right now to pass it to somebody, who are they gonna pass it to? Nobody. who are they passing it to? Like let's be real.
No, nobody. I want to know what was Kendrick's mindset when he even first heard first person shooter. That's really because this verse is stemming from that. Now, granted, I feel like Kendrick ain't really got no real beef. I think this is more of a, getting niggas to rap type thing, just like with the Control shit.
Yeah,
just
honestly,
like
I feel like this is
if he's doing this to get niggas to rap, then I love it. This is what we love rap for. I'm ready for niggas to get at it. Now, rather Cole or Drake, whoever responds, I'm hearing a lot of niggas say that Cole has to be the one to reply. This ain't really, because we already know Drake, this is what he does. He's going to rap. We never really had the Kendrick and Cole back and forth.
Nah, we never had a real Kendrick and Drake back and forth. I feel like Drake needs to rap.
Do we have a timetable on it?
Next couple weeks for me. I need to hear something
from both or just one of them.
I feel like if Cole want to say something, that's going Cole. But I feel like we need a real Kendrick and Drake situation because it's been too much. It's this 10 years plus of back and forth, subliminal Cold War type shit. I sent you that video. Like this confirms everything for me.
Talking about the Marcellus Wiley one?
Yeah, that video with all the little compilations of them going back and forth with each other, like that whole thing. This confirms that the Hillbillies was them straight mocking that nigga. Like this confirms a lot for me. I feel we need a real Kendrick and Drake beef. That's it. The stage is set. We gotta direct shots. What niggas gonna do?
I feel like more so Cole got a reply. But I'm not putting a timetable on it. If niggas want to reply a month later, 2 months later, I'm switching up my because here's my thing. If first person shooter was what Kendrick was applying to, man, that shit was what, last year? I didn't think niggas thought that shit, but I think with this being so direct, I think niggas can just reply on their own time now, unless it's like on some story of Adidon Duppy freestyle type shit. Like it's that direct.
That was direct though,
and it was their own record. See, that matters too.
But
this is Kendrick on somebody else's song.
In context, them niggas ain't fucking with Drake neither though. So this
who you talking about?
You ain't seeing all of these niggas going at Drake too. Future and Metro not fucking with that nigga neither.
I was gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
after,
like this. I mean, this.
But just
in context, he's still right.
But staying. I'm just talking about as far as the response. I honestly don't think they're gonna respond quickly at all. Either one, I wouldn't trip if neither one did. Because if we can give Kendrick the luxury of responding when he wants to, then we have to give that to them as well.
I'm just looking at what's coming up. We got Dreamfest coming up. I feel like Cole might say something then. If he drop a single, he might have something aimed at Kendrick.
I think that's what we all want. I think that's what we all want and would think is gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I tell you this, I bet more money that neither one of them gonna reply to it. And if we do hear a response, it's not gonna be quickly. It's gonna be probably months down the line.
Why so?
It's too predictable in my opinion. The field is just too predictable to just if Kendrick is able to move on his own time, why can't they move on their own time?
As far as what? Them dissing
Replying
each
to
other?
anything. Yeah, replying to anything.
I mean, because for the most part, between him and Drake, it's just been subliminal type shit.
You think this has been the most direct? I think Control was more direct than anything. And then even after that,
He didn't say nothing after Control, though.
it was just subliminal.
Yeah, he didn't have no direct shots. Kendrick had a direct shot.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in terms of like address. I'm talking about as far as the temperature, like when we had Meek and Drake, like when we had Pusha and Drake, like when we had
So after Control, who'd responded to
because
Kendrick
everybody
directly?
was involved in that though. That was to get everybody to rap.
But who directly responded to him though? Nobody.
Nobody responded to him.
That's what I'm saying.
But he has never had the one-on-one with somebody in particular. That's what I'm saying. Between them two, we said it's just been a war of subliminals.
Because when they had the chance to say something directly, they didn't. They played it subliminally. I'm just going off what happened.
You don't think Kendrick has ever been subliminal? Like ever?
I'm not saying he hasn't.
He's never said nobody's name directly on. This is not nothing I'm making up now. He's never said nobody's name directly. Now we know
said everybody name on Control. Nobody directly responded to Control. Everybody played subliminally.
And ever since then, it's been subliminals. Between
Now we're at a direct shit now. Again, so niggas need to respond to this directly.
But that's what I'm asking you. Did you feel like first person shooter? Drake didn't have no diss on first person shooter.
Right.
That was Cole. Everybody's referencing Cole's verse. So why is Cole absolved from?
I'm not saying he's not absolved.
You said it's more so Drake that has to respond to him versus Cole. Like you wouldn't care if Cole responded or not, based off what you said earlier.
If Cole was the verse was for both of them. So if both of them want to respond, they need to respond. That's what I'm saying. But based off that verse that Kendrick just laid, those were direct shots towards Drake. The memorable bars, those were direct blows to Drake. That's
Facts.
all I'm saying. So that's what I'm speaking to. That nigga needs to.
What if neither one? First, let me ask. What if Cole never replies?
That's on him. That's just
now. What if Drake never replies?
Niggas both. I feel like both niggas are in a position where they need to respond. If they don't respond, what do you say if they don't respond? It's cool.
I'm indifferent because.
Why are you indifferent?
Because for the sport, I would like a reply. If they don't, it's just like it is what it is. Because we should have got this in the mid 2010s.
But we getting it now though. You just said if this how they running it up, then that's how they running it up. So
if they are running, I feel like the timing of it, I would have loved it during both when in between that 2015, 2017 time frame. Fuck it, from 2010 to 2017, and between there we should have got it. Okay, cool, we here now. But this is not like this is not the height of Story of Adidon and Duppy Freestyle.
I can't say all that, man. If all these niggas still rapping at a high rate and they want,
I'm talking about as far as a response time. That's what I'm talking about.
But we can't. We going off. But once again, we're in a moment right now. So if niggas, because Kendrick called niggas out 10 years ago, nobody directly responded then. Fast forward 10 years now, nobody's still gonna respond again, and it's all good. I don't want to hear niggas say that they not buying this boogeyman shit because niggas not responding. Ain't nobody responding directly to this nigga. So clearly niggas is shit.
But if it's been shots in between time, niggas been talking to each other for years. We just went over the timeline.
We're not gonna do that. Cause when I brought up this timeline shit, niggas was saying this shit wasn't real then. So no.
I'm talking about conversation me and you having. If we know both of them been shooting at each other for 10 years in between that time frame.
But it all started off of direct, what Kendrick said, directly to everybody. Nobody responded directly. Niggas played the subliminal card, so Kendrick like, all right, cool, I'll play the subliminal shit with y'all. But I'm gonna call y'all niggas out again. Just did it yesterday. So now we're going, Kendrick called niggas out before. Nobody say nothing directly. We played the subliminal shit for 10 years. We back 10 years later, and niggas still scared to say something directly back to this man again?
Okay.
Clearly, he is the boogeyman of these niggas.
Cool.
That's what I'm going off. I gotta
Now,
go off that.
If they do reply, then what?
Niggas not ducking smoke.
No, I'm saying what does Kendrick need to reply, or we kind of just it just dies out? Because I feel like even if them two reply, Kendrick's not replying.
Why? If he started it, why wouldn't he?
No, because
that don't make no sense. Why would he
because
not?
at what point, when is going to be the stopping point? Because we all know who's going to determine
When
what the
somebody
stopping
clearly
point is.
loses. When somebody clearly, that's how rap goes. We know this. When someone clearly loses, that's when the shit over with.
But is it like a 2 against 1, or is it like who's gonna respond first? That's what I really want to know. Is it a 2 against 1, or is it just?
I don't know.
I'm looking at it like a triple death match or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how a big three battle goes. But clearly, 2 of the big 3 are buddy. So one nigga not fucking with that. Clear. That's how.
Do you think it's personal, or you just speak it from a competition standpoint?
It gotta be some honestly, it gotta be kind of mixed in, knowing everything that I know is kind of 50-50.
I'm just talking about them 3. So what beef could there be between them 3?
I think more.
I'm not even talking about competition. I'm saying if there really is beef.
No,
what could it be?
I'm saying it's probably more just sport competition between Kendrick and Cole more than Drake and Cole. I feel like them two might have some more personal feelings towards each other, just going off the timeline of what I know. That's just they might have more of a personal shit more than sport.
But that's what I'm asking. What do you think the beef is between them two?
Niggas probably just feel like they a better rapper than the next nigga. Like, I'm just better than you overall. We saw the Marcellus Wiley shit. The nigga Drake basically they had to pull this shit. Like, nigga was like, yo, like, I'm better than niggas.
No, when I'm saying beef, I'm equating it to the word personal. So if you're saying
Kendrick might take how this nigga feel towards him personally. That's what I'm saying. It might be we don't know. They might not fuck with each other like that. Like, we don't know until this shit comes to a head for real. I'm just assuming based off them two having the more war of words throughout time, it might be some personal feelings mixed in towards them too, more than him and Cole.
If me and somebody else have a war of words based off of what we do, I don't look at that as beef. I look at that as competition.
But come on, Mike, man. Like, the shit, it becomes personal based off what's said amongst that shit, though.
Yeah, but nothing them two has said has been personal, in my opinion.
I mean, you might look at it like that, but that's not how them niggas looking at it.
I don't know how them niggas looking at it. That's what I'm asking you.
Saying.
I'm asking you. Based
I
off of,
can't answer that either.
I don't look at Kendrick and Drake sparring of words like Pusha and Drake. That's personal. Kanye and Drake, that's personal.
We don't know the details, though. That's what I'm saying. We don't know everything yet.
And that's why I'm asking you, Mo, what possibly could there be to make it I'm not talking about the competition of sport.
I said they might not feel like they cool.
Like, we know, like, when we were asking about why Drake and Kanye wasn't fucking with each other, we had reasons as to why to point to why they don't fuck with each other. When we was asking, well, damn, why Pusha and Drake don't fuck with each other? We had reasons, because that started off as a war of words. That shit got personal. At no point from 2010 up until 2024 do I look at Kendrick and Drake and think that is personal. That's what I'm saying, because I don't have nothing to base it off of. All I have is war of words. Oh, that's competition. Again, if me and a nigga are subliminally shooting at each other, like, oh, that nigga might just feel like he a better rapper than me. Oh, that nigga Tommy just feel like he a better rapper than Mike. It's not nothing personal. Like, that shit between Drake and the other niggas, that shit got personal. Rather it be because of women, nigga feel like he did this, he did that. When I look at this, because I gotta go off of facts. I don't have no facts to think that Kendrick and Drake have personal beef. Now, if these niggas just feel like, oh, I'm the better rapper than you, then that's fine. I don't look at that as beef, though. That's what I'm asking you, bro. If them niggas feel like as if it's just, oh, I feel like, nigga, I rap better than you. No, nigga, I rap better than you. That's not beef to me. That's just competition. That's friendly competition. That's a sparring of words.
Them niggas not friends, though. So it's got to be some personal shit involved. We don't know. That's what I've been saying this, bro. We don't know yet. Niggas ain't spoke on this shit. It's all been, tit for tat type shit. But I'm just assuming these niggas really don't fuck with each other.
If we hear it, it ain't gonna be from Kendrick's side. Cause he's never spoken on nothing personal. Drake, he gonna air out personal grievances, depending on the other party.
Well,
We always heard the personal side from Drake based off of the other party or just him by himself.
I feel like we get to all of this shit through a response in a timely one at that. The stage is set.
And I feel like if Cole, because Cole, do you feel like Cole and Kendrick are friends? We don't really know who Kendrick really cool with. That's just my thing, because he's so like standoff, like he's secluded. So if there, I'll say this though, if there is beef amongst the three, it would be more beef between Kendrick and Drake. I will say that. What I'm saying is I don't know, because Cole and Kendrick have never had the back and forth as much as them two. That's why. But most people are saying, because more so of the sport, Cole has to be the one because he ain't never did the back and forth with him. Or we never seen Cole do it. We never seen Cole in a battle, period. We've never seen that.
I'm going to say it like this, man. Like, because Cole...
Or you just don't want to see Cole battle, period.
No, I'm not saying that. If Cole responds, he has he's all included to respond.
The most we got from Cole was Middle Child.
The most venom from that verse was towards Drake. We all know this. So let's be real here. Like, yes, if Cole wants to get into it, Cole can get into it. We never seen Cole do it with Kendrick before. Pause. Look, he can go do that. But we all know most of the heat from the verses towards Drake. Like, let's.
I'm not saying I don't want to get into no debate about what the heat is. I'm not saying that. I'm asking you something specifically about Cole.
I'm answering the question. The question is, you're asking me is he obligated to jump in this shit? If he wants to, yes.
But you don't feel like he has to.
I mean, me personally.
That's what I'm asking. Do you feel like he has to reply to Kendrick Lamar? Yes or no?
If we're going off the sport, then yes. I've said this before, yes. But we all know the real play here. We all know the real play. Let's get to that. Let's get to it. Fuck all this other shit. We all know what the real play is, bro. Between 1 and 2. Or 2 and 1, however you want to say it.
Well, the reason why I'm saying...
We know the top 2 niggas is Drake and Kendrick, bro. Let's get to that.
Well, how do you feel about niggas saying that Cole already passed him? That's a real thing, though.
I mean, that's a real thing. The niggas... This shit is subjective. But we all know what's really going on here, man. Let's get to the real shit.
Do you feel like Cole has warranted over his performance over the last 2 years to pass Kendrick?
No. Neither one of them niggas have done anything ground... And that's why I feel like niggas is really crying about this break shit, bro. Oh, well, the other two outside, at least they come out and rap. None of them niggas doing nothing too much groundbreaking, like to where I gotta be like, oh, I'm still cry about this break 5 years later. Like, come on, we here now. This nigga called these niggas out yesterday. What are we doing now? We still crying about a break that happened 5 years ago? Are we rapping right now? We rapping 2017, 2018. What are we doing? That's why I feel like niggas harping over this break shit, man. Like, what are we doing right now? What we doing?
I just don't feel like I don't feel like Cole would be warranted that if he was to take a break.
I mean, we don't know that because it didn't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, but we're not. We're talking about what happened yesterday, right?
No, we are talking about what happened yesterday, but I'm talking about we rank the niggas where we rank them because of consistency of work. But I don't want to dive back on that.
Clearly we haven't though. Clearly we haven't because we just said earlier this conversation, Kendrick back front end was so strong. He's got to be. He's in the big three regardless. So no, it ain't off consistency. It's off the quality of work.
No, listen. I had this conversation with Royce yesterday. Shout out my nigga Royce. He said, Mike, if that's the case, then if you're not, you asked me the same question and it makes sense. You said, if we're not putting nobody else there, then why are we even having the conversation? That's a fair reply to my question. I was just always presenting the question because through time, through rap history, we have never done that. And I said it then. I said it for Wayne. I said it for Hove. I said it for, who else at the time? Whoever the case may be. Now, niggas say, oh, it's a different time. The level of competition is different. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking about a specific pool, though. That's what I'm saying.
3 niggas.
Top dogs.
The 3 niggas.
But of any era, though. We've always ranked. If we didn't hear from a nigga for 5 years, that's what I said. It never happened. Like when I'll equate it to the basketball shit with SGA. Never throughout history of basketball did we put somebody top 5 before we even reached the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. If niggas feel like I always preface my comments by saying you can feel however you feel, but acknowledge my question because it's something that's never happened.
Mike,
if
niggas
SGA has been warranted top 5 and never been to the playoffs, that's a new precedent. I'm fair in asking the question.
We talking about Kendrick Lamar, who was arguably in niggas top 5, top 10 before his break. Cool. This is before his break. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why are niggas crying about this break still?
Because I'm asking you, if you feel like he was solidified after To Pimp a Butterfly or Damn,
we're talking before that, nigga. He was solidified. So why are we
solidified with Good Kid?
He was solidified.
If he was to retire after Good Kid, Mad City, that would have been cool.
Bro, we got Biggie in the top. Biggie be top 5, top 10 of 2 albums. Why not? We've done it before,
and that's fine. I'm explaining to you again why I felt the way I felt. I felt like during his prime, I felt Damn wasn't that good enough to take a 5-year break.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, so in that 5-year break, the other 2 did nothing groundbreaking to where this nigga is where we still crying about him being gone. If anything, these niggas are supposed to be undoubtedly ahead of this nigga. They're not. They're not.
Apart.
They haven't.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This break can't be weighed this heavy, bro. It can't. It can't. This nigga been gone for 5 years. Neither one of these niggas have undoubtedly set themselves apart. So no, I'm not doing this with what this break said, bro. It's a dead horse. It really is.
And then there's nobody else to put ahead of. I was just always asking. So I should have never asked a question, is what you're saying.
About what? About what?
About the break period. Because I based it off of it never happening before. Because my whole thing, even if it was Wayne, Hove, I'm just applying the same metric. Even if it was Wayne or Hove, it's not necessarily about me inserting somebody else there. That's not that's never my thing. Like so Mike, if SG ain't top 5, who you putting it? It's not about replacing a nigga. I'm just saying the placement period. That's what I'm talking about. The class period. It's not about me putting Meek Mill there. It's not about me putting Future there. It's not about me putting Big Sean there. I'm just saying period because we have never seen it. I'm the type of nigga, if I've never seen nothing before and we've judged something based off of quality of work, consistency of work, again, I'm not saying a nigga ever has to drop every year because you're not warranted. I'm not expecting you or saying you have to drop every year. What we've known niggas to do outside of Hove is drop every 2 or 3 years at the most.
Right.
He was the only nigga, so I'm being consistent in my argument. He has been the only nigga since the beginning of rap to drop every single year for 7 years. I'm not saying that's what you gotta do. I'm not even saying Kendrick had to give me it. We had a whole year from Wayne, damn near 2 years. All he gave us was mixtapes and features. From Carter 2, we didn't get Carter 3 until 08. Carter 2 was 05. All I was doing, bro, was presenting the question because it had never happened before. I do this, you know me. I do this with music and I do this with sports. I did it with SGA. At no point in NBA history have we seen a nigga get dubbed top 5 because before he made the playoffs. At no point in rap history have we ever seen nigga during his prime run take a 5-year break and still be regarded in the top. It's not about replacing him. That's not my thing. It's not about replacing Kendrick. It's not about replacing SGA. I'm talking about the placement. Now, Royce asked me yesterday, Mike, well, if that's the case, then why we even I said, bro, it's not about replacing him. I'm just presenting the question because when I ask questions, it's to get niggas to think and to see if their argument still applies. That's how I handle discussion and debates.
No, I feel you. I just feel like,
yeah, go ahead. It's at the end of it, it's not about everybody. You see my tweets. I say Kendrick is still over Cole in the 3. Nothing that Cole has done over the last 3 years or 4 years is making me switch up, all because he's rapping more. So it's not about rapping more. It's about just doing it, period. Because I hold you up there because that's a part of the criteria. I'm not saying it's the bulk of the criteria. I'm saying that's a part of it, and it's an important piece. The same way I did it with Wayne, Kanye, all them niggas. We did it for that reason. Again, if we're saying that his front end is that good. Cool. I'd even look at it like that because it wouldn't. If you come out the gates with back-to-back classics, Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, I don't think it's a classic, but I think it's a great album. Then you come with Damn, because you know what bothers me, Mo, and I said it then. You asked me, you said, Mike, if Good Kid, Mad City was that stopping point, took a 5-year break, would you have a problem? No. That's the important factor in all of this, and I want niggas to listen very carefully. If he had left off on a banger and took a 5-year break, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I wouldn't even have asked the question. If Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was a banger, I still wouldn't be having the conversation. I felt like Damn
you don't feel too highly about the 2 albums that he took prior to.
Thank you. That's my thing, bro. So at the end of the day, now stepping outside of me, that's why I said at the beginning of the podcast, if niggas feel like as if that run warranted the 5-year break, then cool, because you got Good Kid, Mad City and Section 80 on the front, but both of them niggas, all 3 of them, that's their prime years. 2017 is their prime years run. It's not like I'm saying this now. Why the fuck would I be saying it now? I still wouldn't be saying it now. Because the bulk of their work came in the early 2010s and mid. But I'm applying the same metric. If Jay-Z left off on Volume 3 and took a 5-year break, is no way in 2004 we are looking at him the same. With nothing in between.
Yeah, especially not back then.
If Wayne takes a 5-year break after Carter 1 and comes back 09, we do not look at him the same. So that's why I'm saying niggas are playing dumb when we say that. That's what I don't like.
I feel like
don't play dumb with me and act like that's not why we held niggas to a certain regard. I'm applying the same actions here. I'm not absolving no actions. If you take a 5-year break and we don't get nothing, a feature, single, album, mixtape, nothing, would we look at Hove and Wayne the same? That's why I asked the question. It's not about replacing them. I'm warranted to ask that question if I haven't seen that before in said sport. That was my biggest thing. Again, if Dan was as good as Good Kid, Mad City, I'll even give him some grace to say To Pimp a Butterfly.
So let me ask you one question though. So
go ahead.
In sport, this does happen. It be stars take breaks, or they might get hurt. They might have legal issues and they got stuck away from the sport. It's the next man up mentality. Ain't nobody else stepped up.
But Mo, it's not about replacing him. I'm
not,
talking about his placement, period.
It's all right.
And I'm applying the same metric. So don't say that so loosely. We have to be consistent.
Loosely.
No.
We're
Say
being
5 years.
We're being very consistent.
Where have you seen a 5-year break during somebody's prime?
But in that prime that he stepped away from, I'm acknowledging everything. Neither one of the big 2 really set themselves apart. Nobody from any other tier ascended. So what does it really mean in the grand scheme? What does it mean?
I'm not asking you about a replacement.
Your thing is you just don't like the albums, and that's your warranted that, Mike. But in the grand scheme of his placement and his
Damn is a good album.
Right, it is. I feel like it is. It's not your thing is it's not a classic. So you're saying he's not warranted to take a 5-year break without giving us a classic body of work.
No.
What are you saying then?
What I'm saying is it's not even about it being I'm saying it wasn't that good enough for you to do it and not give a shit.
As far as him like doing features, anything,
he could have took the Andre 3K route and I would have been fine.
He did the Black Panther album in that time. He did. I'm pretty sure he.
Mo,
no, that album was good.
I'm talking about 18, 19, 20.
Black Panther was 18.
20,
he did.
22.
He had.
Like he wasn't doing. You know what I'm talking about, bro. We don't have.
He wasn't doing features.
He wasn't active at all. Even if he was to give me a little EP or something, like just something like that. Let's not act like we had this conversation 3 years ago when Marcus was on the pod. Like something. It's not about you giving me. I'm not demanding a classic from nobody.
So
what I'm saying is be active.
My
in
thing
that
is,
time
you say the album's great, then it's not classic.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's been saying? Everybody, his own fans was asking about him.
Right, I was. So my thing is this though.
So let's keep it. So don't make this about me saying he has to know. Everybody has been asking
No,
where
I'm
you
going
at.
off.
Period.
I'm going off what you're saying. You're saying neither. You saying to Pimp a Butterfly, neither Damn was that good.
No. To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Damn. I don't think To Pimp a Butterfly is a classic album. Like niggas is saying that's the best album of the generation. I don't feel like that.
Nah, I had to go back and revisit. I didn't like it at first, but I went back and revisited it, and I do like it.
Damn is a good album, and I've been consistent on it. Even when Lydell used to always tell us, "No, that shit a classic." I'm like, bro, if you feel like it's a classic, that's fine.
It's a great album. It's not a classic though.
I think it's a good album. What I'm saying, Mo, is do something to where
like you wanted more features and shit like that. That's what you wanted, right?
Give me a little EP, something in between time, bro. That's it. Because you know what Kendrick was doing during that time? He was doing that. He gave us the Untitled album before Damn.
Right.
To Pimp a Butterfly was 2015. You get what I'm saying? He was hopping on. It wasn't a problem when he was hopping on features then. We heard him on people's shit. We hadn't heard from the nigga, and this is during your peak run. If he had stopped at 2020, I would have tripped. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I wouldn't even have cared if he gave me an album in between the time. Nigga, just do something. It's not about replacing him. I'm asking, is it okay for him to still have his placement, period?
I mean, clearly because nobody, again, we talking sport here. Ain't nobody did nothing to severely lap him, nor has anyone rose to his level. So yes, he's still what he is. Okay. That's just a fact. Nobody can really deny it. Like it's just
but it is. But you also acknowledge that we would not look at even just looking at him the same. We would not look at Hove and Wayne the same.
I didn't get to answer that question. The music was just different back then. You had to be consistent, or first off, you wasn't handling your business. You wasn't selling no records. You wasn't. You couldn't tour if you wasn't dropping consistently like that. Mm-hmm. Kendrick can tour how music is consumed now. Kendrick can take breaks if
and the quality of his music.
Exactly. Okay. This plays a part, bro.
So
like,
maybe I was too stuck in the time then?
Yeah. You got that's just what it is, man. Them niggas, Wayne couldn't take no 5-year break 2005 and come back to 2010. No, nigga. You done lost to the blog era niggas by then. No.
Not even 05, 04.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take a break 05 and come back 09. Wiz done blowing
talking
up.
I'm the best rapper alive.
You're not then. You had to be done put that work in. When Kendrick was coming up and that he had Kendrick, Drake, Cole.
So I have to apply the context that the field matters.
The field it severely matters.
Okay, that's fair.
Severely matters.
That's fair then. That's fair. I'll say that. But even with me saying that, I wasn't talking about moving him. I was presenting the question to be like, damn, like, no, Mike got a fair point in asking that question.
It's even with that, you kind of got to include moving him because it could have happened. It could have happened, but it didn't. Mm-hmm. That's why you can say the other niggas couldn't take breaks because they couldn't. Mm-hmm. This nigga could. Mm-hmm. That's just what it was.
That's good shit right there. That's essentially where I was getting at, because my whole thing was it was just presenting the question and asking based off of what we've seen throughout history. Because I don't really care about the era like that as far as the eras. Like, music is subjective in the day, but let's not play around and act like we never rank niggas based off of the consistency of work. I'm not saying that's all of the factor. I'm saying it's a part of it.
No, it's not. It's not a...
And granted, his front end is amazing. I say it all the time. And like you said, if he took a 5-year break after Good Kid, Mad City, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. And I might have gave him some grace after this Butterfly. I might have.
Right.
Because I tell you this, niggas still would have been tripping had he just been doing features. I'm like, bro, no, he giving me something. But that was me and Marcus' biggest gripe, was the fact he wasn't doing nothing. But your point is nobody else was doing something to be like, yeah, and that's a fair point, bro. That's a fair point.
I thought about that really like I
thought about it really hard too. Like I stepped outside my
Ain't
point, like damn, like
really
Mo
did nothing to where it's like, hey, like
and you looking at it from that standpoint of the replacement aspect. I'm not looking at it from a replacement aspect. I'm just talking about it being there. Period. Like my whole thing is this, like with the Kawhi Leonard shit.
Right.
My whole thing, KD too. When KD was out with his Achilles, I wasn't moving him out the top 5. When Kawhi was out, I wasn't moving him. I move you based off your performance. So now, like AD, it's not only that AD is hurt, he playing bad too.
He's not consistent.
When Kawhi is, nigga said it. When we seen Kawhi in that Sun series last year, he was undoubtedly the best player in that series before he went down. He just was hurt. So when Kawhi comes back and he be performing, he be top 5. But what we always say about him, if he healthy,
is he
if he healthy,
that's my main thing on
grant,
Kawhi.
And it's a granted thing. If niggas want to move him based off of that, that's fine. I don't do that.
Right.
It's your performance as well. So like when I used to be on Christian McCaffrey, yeah, Christian McCaffrey is playing, bro. Like,
is he available? Is he available to do
available?
it though?
Kendrick Lamar wasn't available.
Right.
That was my whole thing, bro.
Right.
He wasn't available. If he was unavailable due to personal shit, that's fine. But I didn't know that. So I'm like, oh, this nigga just not choosing to rap. Is it okay for him to still have his placement? And then when I asked the question, it was, oh, well, who you going to put? It's not about putting somebody. I'm not putting Meek there. I'm not putting Big Sean there. I'm not putting Future there. The big 3 is the big 3 for a reason. Now, if there was a reason to have a big 4, then it would be a big 4. But we all know ain't no big 4.
It was never a big 4.
It was just always them 3. And they said at the beginning, everybody might have felt like Wale and all them, he might have been there with them through time.
They tried to put Wale and Cudi in there at first.
But this is why I hate when niggas play dumb. Because y'all know why we had time settles it. Time settles it.
Time settled
we
that
see
quick.
it for a reason.
Time settled the big 3 thing quick.
Exactly. That's my point. So at a certain point, more so based off the fact
we
of
knew
time,
we knew by 2012, 2013 who the big 3 was.
Yeah, that's what. And I felt like Dan wasn't that good to take a 5-year break, and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers didn't satisfy me.
Off a break.
Off that break. Mr. Morale did not satisfy me off that break. But you know what I love about Kendrick, though? I love when I hear him on the Part 5.
Right.
I love him when I hear him on this. I want more of that. I've always been the let me hear niggas rap without the hook type shit. That's why I love Drake more so outside of the other shit that he do as far as rapping. Because I have all those tracks that I can go to when he's rapping with the no hook and shit. J. Cole more so, probably after KOD, because I don't revisit KOD after that. He picked it up. He picked it up as far as rapping, jumping on the nigga shit. But like, oh shit. That's why niggas were saying, oh, he surpassed Kendrick. But I didn't look at what he was doing to pass him based off of his body of work.
Right.
I'm not absolving Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City and all that other shit.
I never bought into the surpass thing. I just feel like he's more active, but I'm still going off when I'm comparing the
they gotta blow you away from
that's what I'm saying. When I'm comparing
exactly.
the cream of the crop, you gotta land a devastating blow to the other one. For me to be like, you surpassed this nigga.
Kendrick Lamar's discography is better than Cole's. It's not debatable.
And that's why it comes back to if Cole responds, for me to really be like, hey, I gotta put you possibly above this nigga, you gotta out-rap Kendrick Lamar.
And you don't feel like he's out-rapped?
He's not gonna out-rap Kendrick Lamar. He's just not.
When I hear Kendrick rap like this, that's why I put him either 1 or 2, depending on the state. But I've been consistently having Drake 1, Kendrick 2, and it's not changing. J. Cole has remained and stayed at 3. Now
he's never out-rapped neither one of them niggas.
If I feel like as if, well, on first person shooter, I'll give Cole that. Now, I'll tell you how when they hopped on Evil Ways, that was a trade. But I feel like Cole out-rapping Drake on that was quote unquote payback for Jodeci Freestyle, because everybody said that Drake got him on Jodeci Freestyle. He never had no time in between up until then to get his get back with them on the same track specifically. That's what I'm talking about. When he hopped on first person shooter, it was clear that he out-rapped Drake. Then both of them hopped on Evil Ways. I felt like it was like a okay, nobody really got the best of nobody. They was passing. It was like the tennis game shit.
Right.
Like when niggas passing the shit back and forth. That's how I looked at it. With Kendrick, we only got poetic justice.
That's it.
And then between Cole and Kendrick, we never got a track.
We got poetic justice, and since then it's been a cold war.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
so
it.
What tracks do we have with Cole and Kendrick together?
Do they got songs together?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think them niggas got no songs together
Hold on,
for real.
Let me hit the itinerary.
That's just my whole thing amongst this whole thing. That's the purpose of me asking that question. It's not about ever replacing these niggas. Because my argument is gonna apply regardless of the sport. This could go to NFL, this can go to, but when I ask niggas questions directly, I want you to apply the same metric. And I'm applying 5 years. Go ahead.
They got that Forbidden Fruit song together.
No.
Yeah, that's not even like
We had to just look that up to even remember that shit.
They weren't even like really rapping and like that again.
So we've never got them two on a track together. So remember last year when I asked if them two was to get on a track together, it seemed like that shit would never happen now, but I still would like for it to happen because this is very key. I don't look at Kendrick and Drake as having beef. When we saw Meek and Drake beef, what we said, we'll never see them on a fucking song again.
And now Meek wearing OVO chains.
Exactly. They're on songs together again. So why am I of wild belief that they can do a song together? The three of them. If it's just competition, let's be clear. This is competition. This ain't beef for real. Now, if we hear something years down the line of Drake or some behind the scenes shit, then we'll hear it. But I don't have nothing to go off of me to equate it to that level.
Right.
Gucci and Jeezy had beef. That's real beef. You get what I'm saying? Nas, Hov, that was real beef. It stayed on wax, though. That's the only difference. Nobody died behind that. I don't look at Kendrick and Drake as somebody go get hurt behind the shit, bro.
Yeah, until I hear any details, yeah.
Until I hear any details. So that's what I'm saying. Who is more warned? You said in this situation, because we know the players, I 100% agree with you. Drake is more inclined
that's
based
why,
off the reply.
That's why
but
I say if Cole,
but Cole, we have never seen him battle tested, and he's amongst the big three.
So that's what I'm saying. It's more pressure on Cole. Cole got to out rap Kendrick Lamar, like undoubtedly. It can't be on no.
But you know what niggas are saying? Oh, he don't want to. Why? And this apply to all. I don't feel like either one of the three or that warranted to say, oh, that nigga can't out rap that nigga. I feel like if the stage is set, you better not come and play around, Drake. You better not come and play around, Kendrick. You better not come and play around, Cole.
Right.
Either one of those three are capable of out rapping the other one because that's why we put them there in the three. So either three are capable of getting barred up. I don't feel like if I had to put money on it, that's what I'm saying. It's a separate conversation. But the three are grouped together because they are capable of rapping to a certain level. I don't feel like as if Cole can out rap Kendrick if I had to bet money. Is it possible? Hell yeah. Yes, because Cole is capable. I wouldn't bet money on it though. Because every time Kendrick get the popping out, he reminds niggas, hey, I really do this shit for real.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm shitting on the nigga, playing on the nigga. I have my little running joke with the nigga in terms of, why I feel like he hasn't put out certain amount of work. That's just my running joke with him. But I'll never play on the nigga name. That's why even during that time, I didn't put J. Cole over him. I was just presenting the question. So if J. Cole, niggas are saying, hey, J. Cole is more than one that got to reply to Kendrick. That's why I'm asking you how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, if niggas feel like that, just know that it's a certain expectation from J. Cole.
Because the only thing we got from J. Cole is middle child as far as shooting at somebody, and that was at Wale and Kanye West. We never really got nothing else because he's the friendliest out the three.
That's why I say it's a certain expectation. I need to see real killer instinct. I don't think that's going to drive him to out rap Kendrick Lamar when we all know the real play.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
So now let's get to Big Sean. Big Sean premiered a single, And he had a couple of bars in there.
He had a freestyle. He had a
Yes.
freestyle first where he would, where he brings up the so-called bigger three, which is how'd you feel about that?
No, I want you to go first.
I just feel I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like when we do these lists and these hierarchies and tiers and shit like that, it be for a reason. It don't be like on no hate and shit, right? So I don't understand why Big Sean lets this like him. Wally's Wally's guilty of this too. Like they've been letting this eat at them for years, and it's kind of overshadowed their whole overall narrative. So like when they do drop some shit, or they do say something like supposed to be like a direct, like we not even taking it serious because.
Yeah, because I was looking up this just to read these lyrics, but just go ahead. Go ahead.
I just don't feel like. I don't feel like Big Sean should have tried to insert himself once again. Like I just don't. It takes away from him.
He said, "I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with the enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. That bothers you. It bothers you.
This leads me to believe that he knew that this Kendrick verse was coming out, and he tried to.
I have no idea. He knew.
No, he knew.
I don't think he knew. You know why? Because Kendrick always stepping on his shit.
I feel like this is the one time where he knew.
Hell no.
I promise you.
I bet you that verse would have been different had he knew. Because he would even have said that line.
No, it would have. That was the verse because that's him. That's his ceiling.
So you feel like he knew this verse was coming from Kendrick.
That's Big Sean's ceiling.
Man, so how the fuck Big Sean would know, but we wouldn't know? We had no idea Kendrick would be saying anything. You had a prediction he would be on this album?
No, hell no.
Okay.
What I'm saying is Big Sean might have he's more plugged.
Yeah.
He knew that it was a shot going to be taken on this album. Like I'm pretty sure he knew. And he probably was like, "Hey, like I'm gonna just get ahead of it." That's just my theory.
Okay, that's a fair theory. I don't think that though. I think that he was excited. I feel like I'm gonna set the tone. I'm gonna shoot at these niggas first.
Hey man,
I'm gonna shoot at these niggas first. Like he want to rap with these niggas badly. That line told me that he wants to be inserted with that group, but you are not inserted in that group due to more so his front end is terrible.
I'm gonna just go off. You just dropped that single he just dropped. Nigga, that's why you're not in the big three, nigga. You drop shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
I didn't see the video. The video was that bad?
No, I just listened to the song.
Yeah.
That's why you're not in the big three, nigga. Mm-hmm. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. That's why you're not inserted, bro.
Listen, Wale, Meek, Sean, that's y'all group. And it's okay.
And it's cool.
Everybody can't be a part of that tier. With his levels for a reason.
I ain't gonna lie,
and I'm not saying you can't rap to be better, but rap to be better.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like who all's in that tier? It's him, Wale, and who else? Meek. Would you put Freddie in there?
No.
What, Freddie like a tier below?
Future would be in there.
I got
not in Freddie tier. I'm talking about in Meek, Future, Wale, but Future would be one out that four.
Okay, let's keep it there then. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If I had to put Future in that tier, he's definitely.
And then Wale would be more so. If I had to say somebody who would be part of that group first, it would be Wale because he raps better than Sean.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad if somebody put Freddie Gibbs in that tier though, just based off his consistency.
His front end ain't that good. In my opinion,
his front end is what
we revered Freddie Gibbs more so off recently, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Nah, Pinata was 2014, but that's a classic. That's 2014 on up now.
But he's been putting more, like he's been getting busy more so on his back end, right?
That's
fair to say, right?
But I mean, that's a classic. Pinata's a classic.
And Big Sean is not in that tier based off his front end.
And Big
now,
Sean,
if Cole, Kendrick, and Drake would have had a similar or slightly better front end, he may be more inclined. But no, they came out the gate swinging more so. J. Cole got saved with his second album because his first album wasn't that good.
But yeah, but Big Sean don't even got
To me, his best album didn't come till 2017. What I decided, that's his classic. Niggas try to say Dark Sky is his classic. I don't agree with that.
nah. I don't know, man. Big Sean. What else you got to say about Big Sean?
I mean, dog, you are where you are for a reason.
That shit really bothers him.
Like, I did like Detroit too, but it didn't stick as well as I thought it would.
That didn't stick. It didn't.
At the time, I was saying, yeah, this is some heat, but no.
It ain't stick.
But it bothers him that he's not a part of that group, but you're just not, and that's okay. Go sit down. Go sit down, Sean. I'm sorry, bro. You got to go sit down. You're just not a part of that tier. We have tiers for a reason, my nigga, and you are a good rapper, but you are not in that class. We have levels for a reason, and niggas sometimes gotta be okay. Now, if you want to rap until you feel like okay, cool, but it gotta be elite shit for us to be like, okay, yeah, maybe, but we too far in. We just asked this question a few pods ago. What does Sean have to do to be in that? It's already done.
It's already done. It's
already solidified, my nigga.
That's already cemented, man. Ain't nothing he can do.
So now let's get to because I don't want to step over future shit.
I like this album.
How do you feel about the album?
I really like this album. I'm definitely revisiting this album. I'm probably gonna bump this definitely this whole weekend. Going into this week, I'm rocking with this album.
I definitely like this album. I like this album a lot. I think it's real good production. Metro, you did your thing. Definitely.
I see a lot of people complaining about the lack of trap beats on the album. That's a fair point because I've been vocal. I didn't want another Metro and Future project, but this, I feel like at this point, Metro kind of already surpassed that trap sound. We got to stop expecting that from Metro. I'm just more so, I didn't want too much more of that sound from them too. I wanted Future to do some other shit, but this just sounds. The sounds on this is a lot of different shit on here, so I like it. So like I'm not mad at it.
I like Everyday Hustle. Ross got off on that.
Ross, that's a potential verse of the year.
Ain't No Love. I like that. Running Out of Time, of course. Like that, of course. Slimed In. GTA. I mean,
I like GTA. I like Slimed In too.
They did a great job on this shit, man. Now let's get to the shits on this one. The beef between Future what would Pluto do? Was it diss?
I don't know how to take it. Like, what do you think? Because
I listened to
the first time.
When I listen to What Would Pluto Do, I don't look at that as a diss. I look at that as more as props. But niggas is saying it's a diss now because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like What Would Pluto. When I hear What Would Pluto Do, I still don't feel like that shit is a diss.
Is he pillow talking?
On What Would Pluto Do?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
I don't know.
What would Pluto do? He fucked the hoe, so I did it. He's just basically saying, oh, like, he'll fuck the bitch. And they both known for fucking bitches. I think he just was a clue. Like, it's a witty play on words with Pluto because that's who we know. Like, what would Pluto do? Like,
maybe it's
Future talks about just fucking these hoes. So I just feel like he's just it could have been for anybody.
Maybe it's just another thing where we gotta wait for more details to come out. But
niggas, this has been a warming up conversation.
Yeah.
So do you feel like these niggas really at odds for real?
I mean,
salute to Metro because he definitely he picked his side.
Oh yeah, we knew what side Metro gonna be on. Come on now, but
did you see the Civil War Avengers meme?
Yeah, I saw it. 21 better stay out of this shit. Though. I know that 21 better stay out of this one.
Because this is off the heels of people hinting at this is her lost time frame. People saying Future had a problem with him doing a collab album with 21.
Oh, for real?
I don't feel like Future would have a problem with him doing the album with 21. That's what niggas was saying, though. Why would he? They did What a Time to Be Alive, which, by the way, I tell you what, though, I'm glad that shit is dead talks. Because I didn't want a second one.
I didn't want a first one.
I didn't want a first one either.
I didn't want that.
I didn't want that. So I'm glad those talks are to bed. But this is real beef. We all know what the beef's stemming from now.
I like all beefs.
A woman.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I guess we gotta wait for details on this one, man. We gotta wait on details, man, because now it's just shots right now. You dig? And the whole Metro and Drake already falling out.
Why did they fall out?
They fell out over what happened? Metro did something. What Metro do? That shit was all over Twitter when it happened, and then Drake was talking about him on his little gambling stream and shit like that. Like I forgot what that was about, but them two did fall out.
Oh, okay. Now I remember now. Oh, when Drake was doing like, oh, you niggas be doing the
hiding, yeah,
and then he dropped his face like this. It was like
hiding.
okay,
something.
yeah. I remember that. But that shit
forgot.
came out of nowhere though. I still don't know what issues
But
do
see,
these
maybe-
niggas really be having.
Maybe it'd be a lot of behind the scenes shit, man. You know, so we
don't-
gonna know soon. We gonna know soon. That's my thing.
Here's
like,
my thing. If it is over the women, bro, it's too much women out here for y'all niggas. Y'all have way too much access to these women, dog.
what my guess is, I don't think it'd be the women. I think it more be so principles aligned with the shit, like remember
Hello talking.
shit like that, or downplaying a nigga, some shit like
Okay, dirty macking.
dirty macking, shit like that. Niggas do that.
So it's not more so about the woman. It's just about what you said to said woman.
It'd be the principles about the shit, because if it's about a bitch, it don't gotta be about the bitch.
Mhm.
It don't. That's my thing.
It would be cool to be a fly on the wall for a lot of this shit. I'll say that.
It would be very cool.
Because this industry is wicked.
A fly on the wall, or
Because I don't want to ever be too deep to this industry shit. But to be a fly on the wall, just to see, damn, like y'all niggas really be doing it over these
y'all
women.
be giving it up crazy to these broads, bro.
But it's too much access to these women, bro.
But is it though? Because they all
It's a lot.
It can't be, because they all fucking the same one.
No, they want to.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a difference. They have access to any woman, but they want to
So why do y'all be wanting the same 5 broads, bro?
because of the man.
That shit.
I said that.
I'm about to say something
week.
real crazy just now, but
Yeah.
yeah, that shit is real. That shit different.
A word we can't say.
That
yeah,
shit real
but we all know a lot of the dudes just want to mess with certain girls because of the
That
dude.
shit real #different, nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You one of them.
but it'd be interesting because Future shot at Drake on the intro. I heard that all day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You didn't have to put a name on it. We all knew who he was talking about
Yep.
because of the temperature.
And for Future to
but
do
for
that,
Future to reach out to Kendrick for like that was very smart.
for Future to even be with this type of timing right now, it tells me that he really feels some type of way. Because Future don't do this. Future don't do this. He don't be dissing niggas like that unless it's like he playing.
Yeah,
to the
he's
whole-
never been a dissing.
He's not a
type of
dissing
artist.
type nigga. Like he gonna talk his shit.
He'll
but
talk
he's-
more to the women. too.
Exactly. He's not on this type time. Future a
Yeah.
player. Future ain't on this type time. So this let me know something bothering this nigga. There's something that really ruffled this nigga feathers.
Everything is gonna unfold. I probably feel
Hey,
like,
man,
but I really feel like neither Cole or Drake is gonna reply and know within will you say 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
I'm not gonna get myself excited for this.
Put it like this.
I'm not gonna get excited.
Put it like this.
I'm gonna keep my temperament down.
Ain't Dreamville Fest like in the first week of April, some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's about 2 weeks. Yeah, that's exactly 2 weeks. That's exactly 2 weeks.
I'm gonna tell you now. If Cole come out and he get busy, I'll say it. But if it's not enough for Kendrick to reply, I'll say that too. If Drake come out and he say something, and I'll say it. If it ain't warranted a reply, I'll say it ain't warranted a reply. But I don't think it'll be nothing soon. What if we don't hear nothing until July? It gotta be crazy.
It gotta be crazy.
Okay.
It gotta be ether level. Nas waited what, 2 months? 3 months?
But again, that's a different time.
It was a different time.
But I feel like Kendrick setting new rules, quote unquote.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Going forward, if niggas are warranted to reply on their timetable, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold niggas to that no more, depending on the level. That's why I feel like this ain't that. This ain't that level. I just feel like it's I see you niggas. But even with Kendrick, I'm always equating Kendrick shit to sport. Unless it's something drastic.
Right.
I'm always gonna equate his to sport. Like, I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm still the top dog. Fuck a big three. It's just big me. That's me saying, yeah, I hear y'all, but
I ain't fucking with that.
I ain't fucking with that. It's just me.
It's me, nigga.
I'm the top dog. I'm the Don
It's
Dada.
it's me and
I
then
love
y'all.
that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
me
I
and
love
then it's
that.
y'all niggas.
But I don't believe no record is coming no time soon. Niggas saying Drake dropping today. I didn't believe that for a second.
Drake dropping today?
Fuck no, I don't believe that.
Nah.
It's way too quick.
Nah.
And if he did have something, he already heard that verse.
He ain't heard that. That was news to him.
That's what I'm saying. So if he was to drop something today, I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't be inclined to believe he's coming.
Did you see Akademiks already having like video footage of this nigga in the club listening to that shit already? Or he had like he was in his phone, like I guess he was texting somebody about it.
He was in the club listening to the record?
They were saying he had headphones on his phone, so they were saying he probably listening to that shit.
I don't know. What do you think?
You know, Akademiks different about Drake's. You know, like he's probably Drake might have just listened to a podcast or something. You never know. Like, but that's what his thing is.
That's why as a Drake fan, it's hard to defend that nigga because you get lumped into what the other Drake fans do.
I get it.
No, am I fair?
No,
because
that's
I
very
revere
fair.
all my greats the same. Like I talk about Wayne and I tweet his bars the same way I do Drake, the same way I do Kanye, all these niggas. But with Drake is different. I like Wayne don't have that amongst his fan base. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that thing. Drake has that thing amongst his fan base, and me being a Drake fan, it's kind of hard for me to, do that sometimes because you'll get lumped into that shit because of the shit Akademiks do and all that. I'm not saying that's just what it is.
No, that's
I don't do the shit
that's
that
exactly
Akademiks
what it
do.
is. They do. I don't get it, man. But yeah, he was saying,
He had the headphones in listening to the record.
He had headphones on.
I don't know what you think.
It was in a section or whatever. And he had his headphones on. I don't know. Like the nigga might have just, like I said, might have just been watching a video or something. Like who knows, man? Like y'all not.
He got all those memorable moments though. Like when he was in the arena after the game, and he saw something on his phone, and he was just like,
right.
It could be anything with that nigga, man. You never know.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was going crazy on his little stream. He was
yelling.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is y'all know what the fuck. I was like, bro, shut up, bro. Like,
just rap for real.
Just relax, man. Yeah.
Speaking of him trolling Meek, that whole shit.
With him like interviewing Cooley and all them.
The whole shit. Him tweeting him because Meek finally blocked him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he blocked him. He posted that shit too.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't been really keeping up with that. So what exactly is going on? Like,
so basically tell him like pick a side. You want to be activist one day, then you want to be a gangster one day.
Mm-hmm.
You sending me threats and all this other shit. Then he presented him a podcast deal for $1 million, and then with some other details and shit like that. And
he presented Meek a podcast deal.
Yeah.
Also, he trying to like hire like on some I'm your boss type shit. Like,
he just really he really want to do that shit. Like
get him on a pod.
Yeah, really get him on the pod. Like really discuss his shit. They had the thing about boxing and all that other shit.
So he wanted to pay him for an interview, or it was like a podcast.
No, this like a podcast deal with Meek specifically.
So Meek would have his own.
Because he been on Meek Head Top about not putting niggas on in Philly. So that's why he said I'm gonna interview 25 niggas from Philly.
Right.
Get them on and all this. That's when the whole Quilly shit came out and all that.
I watched some of that Quilly shit, and it's like if you saying this is my thing with Akademiks. Like if you saying this man ain't never put niggas on. If you saying that Meek Mill never put nobody from Philly on, right? And you saying you gonna interview niggas from Philly to put them on. You should be talking to them more about them. You're bringing these niggas on to talk about Meek Mill. You're not putting them on. You're using them for content. So,
that has always been a thing. I don't want to sound like I'm camping for Meek, man.
No, it is. We just keeping it a buck. Like if you can't say just because you butt heads with this man and then you try to make it seem like you want to present a narrative like he not doing something for his city. And you gonna try to do some shit like that, you gotta really do what you're saying that he's not doing. You're not doing that.
Meek has been consistent since Flamers putting Philly rappers on, bro. Or at least giving them a
shot. Give them a shot.
So I can't say Meek has.
I can't say that.
Quilly feeling some type of way.
Now I gotta.
When I look at him,
I gotta watch that Quilly interview, but from the clips that I've seen, they just talk about Meek Mill.
From whatever they had going on, he feeling some type of way. That's
right?
what it looked like.
And I mean, I don't know. They knew each other.
Yeah, this is the nigga who been with Meek like I'm a boss time frame.
This is my thing. If it ain't like the direct niggas that we know that be around Meek, like O'Malley, like them niggas.
P-Mon.
Like P-Mon, like if them niggas ain't got nothing to say about me, I can't really take what y'all saying them his niggas. You get what I'm saying? So if you saying these niggas that just got on songs with him, I don't know the extent of him and Quilly relationship. So that's why I said I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Before I really like weigh in on that.
Weigh in.
But from the clips that I saw, Akademiks, you can't say that you're gonna put this man on and that whole thing gonna be about Meek Mill. It gotta be about Quilly too.
Yeah, put the rappers on for real.
Put the rappers on for real. Don't even bring him up.
And I'll say this though, Meek does have to pick a side. Like, you can't pick and choose with this. You can't be a face of prison reform and send idle threats. You can't do that, my nigga.
I've been saying that.
You can't do that. You simply cannot.
Does that go in tune with what he be rapping about? Because he still rap about switches and sliding with poles.
No, because I don't equate what
you don't
rap about to. I look at that as an art form.
Okay. I'm just asking.
But amongst when we have these conversations, like even when we was growing up as kids, we all believe what they rap about was their real life. That's
right. Mm-hmm.
He's relatable, so we equate the relatability to them being real.
Right.
Now,
I'm just asking. Yeah.
Now, if that's what Meek stands on, cool. But we all know when we get to real world conversations and shit like that, civilians being civilians, that's when everybody wants to. Mm-hmm. So that's why, I decided I'm going to just equate to what y'all niggas do as an art form.
Right.
Because there's always going to be picking and choosing, especially when y'all niggas go to court for this shit. Then you want to say, what? It's an art form. Okay, so if it's an art form, it's an art form then. Let's just keep it at that. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I feel.
Now, you can look at the art form and say, oh, yeah, I can relate to that based off of what he's saying on this record.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like, that's how I'm going to do it. Because what reason do I have to believe it if I don't know y'all for real?
No, you're right. I just wanted to know because a lot of niggas be saying that too. Like,
and I really don't.
He dropped the little on the radar freestyle. Niggas was like, man, you just was with this white man talk about, people being in prison and all this other shit. Then we hear grabbing about doing Molly.
But see, that's it. But,
other shit.
But here's my thing: do I have to relate to what a rapper saying on record for me to like the music?
Nah, not necessarily. If it sounds good to you, it sounds good to you.
That's because content for me is not really my driving force when it comes to any artist.
Right?
Is the music good?
Oh,
that's
like
here's my just to get back on the big three real quick. It's not so if any artist out the three life I could be a little bit more relatable to that life, it would be more so J. Cole. I don't like his music more than the other two when it comes to relatability. I just don't like his music more than the other three. I mean the other two.
Right.
But that whole, school shit, not the sex shit, because that's different. But more so the school shit, that in-between time of trying to figure it out, I somewhat relate to more of that than the other two. I don't relate to being on a TV show with Drake. I don't relate to growing up in Compton with Kendrick Lamar. But I like their music more. So then when niggas having the conversation, I'm like, what do you want to hear from these niggas if you... Because here's my thing. I don't give a fuck. If I don't like your music, I ain't even going to talk about your shit. I fell off of Kid Cudi long time ago.
Right.
Long time ago.
We don't talk about Kid Cudi.
I'm not going to review his... In essence, I'm not going to review his music. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like, that goes even the West Side Gun. West Side Gun drop, either you going to talk about it or we ain't going to talk about it at all.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But my whole thing, this applied to all of them. If you don't... What do you want to hear from a nigga if he's been bad for X amount of time? So niggas wait on Meek to drop and be like, oh, that nigga, so how long, when did he fall off for you? Because at that point that he fell off from you, you shouldn't have been giving him no more listens. Because I feel like Meek is the easy punching bag when it come to rap. That's just my personal opinion. He the easy punching bag. Every time he drop, it's like, oh. But when the nigga rap, he be rapping for real.
No, I hear you.
Are we equating that's why I want to round out the content conversation. That just is my thing.
No, I feel you. Now, I'm just saying what niggas was saying, though, in reference to that freestyle that you just dropped. It was like the pick a side shit. Like, nigga, like, what are you really on? Like, is you a gangster or are you a man of the people. Like, which one
Mm-hmm.
are you? I honestly feel like, being a huge Tupac fan, a nigga can do both.
I would be more inclined to believe that Pac was really rapping about the shit that he was
doing. He had
was
his hands
doing.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had his hands in.
But at the
Like,
same time, even in his content, he rapped about his duality as an artist was unmatched.
Yes.
He could give you a song like All About You, then he can give you, you never had a friend like me. He can give you Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. Like, he can give you any type of mood, any type of perspective.
And that's what I'm saying when it comes to certain artists Future even said he don't do the shit that he, as far as the drugs, he don't do that shit that he rap about.
But he's good at making them songs though.
Yeah. But is that a problem though?
No,
So that's what I'm saying. I
don't think so,
gotta
because
go both
a
ways.
rap nigga don't influence my life like that. I can get inspiration from it, but he's not gonna make me do nothing detrimental to myself.
Now, remember when we had the conversation about rap having a influence, though? That's why I was on the other side of rap shouldn't have no shouldn't drive your decision making. But a lot of people would say that music does influence you.
It do to a certain extent for some people. Some people it don't.
Do you think it does for the masses then?
I wouldn't say the masses, because I'm pretty sure it's plenty.
The bulk. Who's the responsibility on it? I feel like it's all boils back to the person at the end of the day. Now, kids, a parent should be more in tune with their child.
Because a
child is more inclined to be influenced by a rapper than a grown adult.
Because that's what they're impressionable.
But a grown adult should not be letting a rapper dictate their decisions.
That's true too. But you got niggas who grown up just overall impressionable. Like, their whole life they've been followers. A lot of niggas don't got self-leadership skills at all.
Okay.
We do know that now. It's a lot of niggas with no self-discipline. So it can go both ways. I feel like with that, two things can be true.
Okay.
Two things can be true.
So, I mean, with Meek and this whole academic shit, yeah, I mean, I've fallen off that shit, man. Y'all either gonna do a podcast or fight.
I feel like at this point they're setting up the
matter of fact, just fight.
Anything. Yeah, I mean,
at this point, no more of this back and forth shit. So the Freaknic documentary drop.
Did y'all see anybody that y'all know? This girl on timeline said she saw her dad on there.
And I want to go ahead and set this stage accordingly. That had nothing to do with millennials. Just to let y'all know. Yeah,
that was old niggas.
That's Gen X right there.
That's the 45 and up crowd right there. 40 and up. 43, 44? Nah, I can't even say 43.
It's not even nobody born in the 1980s.
That's like 45, 46, type shit in it, Drew?
No, that's 1970s in there. Late 60s, 70s.
Yeah, 40s is like early 80s. Yeah, right.
It wasn't even nobody born in 19, because I see somebody had a long tweet talking about, I don't want to hear no, don't put millennials in that. Millennials is 1980. Yeah, that means you would have been 15. Matter of fact, you would have been 14 when Freaknic was going. You was not out there.
Freaknic was over with by what, 98?
98.
98, that was
99, it was definitely packed up.
It was packed up. Niggas was going to bikers weekends by 99. So, yeah.
What you think about the documentary?
That's y'all old niggas, man. I mean, it really basically just showed, like, the timeline of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel no type of way about it because, growing up, I feel like I done seen a few Freaknic documentaries. I kind of knew how they was giving it up out there.
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, shout out to YouTube. I think, if I'm mistaken, there was a few of them that was even on, like, MTV or VH1 or some shit like that before. But, we all know how this shit went down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool the first couple of years. Then some niggas with nothing to do with the target audience come through and fuck it up. That's how it happened.
Niggas definitely fucked this shit up.
That's how it happened.
Definitely fucked it up. And that story with the woman where she felt like she almost got raped if it wasn't for the dude yelling out police when her and her friend got snatched out the car and all that other shit. I'm gonna tell you, it was a consensus that 94 was the best year for Freaknic.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the best year. 95 to 96. The mayor and all of them was like, hey, we got the Olympics coming. Y'all can't be doing this shit.
We ain't fucking with that.
We
Not
ain't
during
fucking
the
with this
summertime,
shit
hell
and
no.
all this other shit. And by 99, that was it.
That was it.
The women was like, this shit not fun no more. Men is making advances, and we telling them no, they still trying to do it. What I found very disgusting was the older niggas.
Yeah, them.
It was 40-year-old niggas coming out of from every other city coming down there to a college, which was strictly a college event, to try to Let's call it what it is. Get some pussy.
Slime ball niggas.
Slime ball niggas.
Junior ass
Fucked
niggas.
it up.
Yeah.
Just fucked up the whole shit. Now, it started off as something that, again, that was dope. You had the music out there. Jalen Rose is on there talking about it.
Niggas was bringing them cars out.
Cars out.
Bikes out.
That's the thing. It was a bike car show type of thing, too. It was a
vibe.
vibe. It was a great vibe.
Supposed to be a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it got overran by freaky, horny niggas, basically.
It got overran by freaky, horny niggas.
That's all it came down to, you know what I'm saying?
But I do like the doc, though, but I liked it because it covered everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They didn't leave nothing. They didn't leave that part out.
It wasn't focused on, like, necessarily.
That was balanced. It was definitely
balanced.
balanced.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it wasn't focused on, like, just because I remember, like, the whole thing when it was first announced that it was being developed, it was like, oh, this is going to be the Judgment Day and all this other shit. It wasn't that type of vibe at all.
It highlighted the good shit and it highlighted the predatory shit. It wasn't bulk, highlight the good shit. It wasn't bulk, highlight the predatory shit. It was even keeled. Yeah, it was. It was.
I know a lot of niggas was scared last year, like putting in them cease and desist, don't use my image. Like, you remember that shit?
Yeah. I mean, at the end, they showed the couple that was on the hotel bed. They had their eyes blacked out with the black strip. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was, but, you know, of course, there's gonna be some people gonna see themselves on there or see somebody they know on there for sure. For sure,
man, that shit crazy, man.
But the origin for them because they started that shit like in like the early '80s, and they got to be like in their 60s now.
Yeah,
I mean, they all got together when they up there, but. Everybody consensus was 94, that was it. 95, it was good. 96, 97, that's when shit started getting out of hand. Yeah,
turbulence, man. And then
even the money that they was bringing in, it
wasn't worth it when it come in the grand scheme.
It was wild. What was that? 98 when the mayor blocked off all the exits.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's really wild.
Y'all niggas just on the interstate with it. That's wild. And then people was like, bro, ain't no need for me to stay here this weekend. I got to get the fuck up out of here. Mm-hmm. You couldn't even drive. You couldn't drive nowhere. The traffic was that bad. But what happened? It was overran by niggas who was not supposed to be there.
Not supposed to be there. And that's just what it is.
I'm like, this nigga like 50. What is he doing
Why you out here? Nigga, your daughter or granddaughter could be out here, nigga.
Yeah, and then when they got to 99, when they was interviewing people, was like, nah, I'm not doing that this year. No, not.
It was dead.
It was cooked. It was cooked. But I definitely appreciate how they highlighted it. You know, Biggie was out there from one of them in '94. Mm-hmm. They was talking about Jalen was talking about how Tupac and them was out there at the rim shop with Eric Sermon. Mm-hmm. How everybody was cooling.
That rim shop is legendary. Eric Sermon got a legendary. I heard a lot of stuff come out there. Matter of fact, a lot of the BBS boys, if y'all on Instagram follow the BBS boys, they do like a lot of the older cars from back in the classic 90s and 80s cars. They got a documentary in the works, and his rim shop is included in that. Kirk Frost, we all know him as Rashida husband, but dog really come from that lifestyle too. Like, he got some shit in the works too. Like, so yeah, Eric Sherman got a legendary rim shop out there, man. He hooked up a lot of people.
Facts. But all in all, though, man, it was a good doc, man. It was a good doc. I'm glad they highlighted everything. They didn't leave nothing out. It was important to highlight, you know, the downfall of that shit as well. I saw 21 Savage and they talking about bringing it back. I mean, hey, that looked like some festival type shit, but
that's it would. That's the only way it would work right now.
Yeah, y'all niggas is not about to
Would y'all go to Freaknic Fest?
Probably not.
I'll pass.
I knew you passed.
like Kenny Burns was like, hey, y'all niggas stop trying to do that shit. It'll never be what it was.
Yeah, just let it go, man. Like, if y'all want to do a Freaknic themed party, do that.
You're not getting it back to what it was.
Y'all, that whole that should not. It's just a different time now, man. Like, nah, let that go, man.
And honestly, they was light as far as the footage coverage because it was a lot more that I done seen.
It was a whole lot.
As far as Freaknic. Like, people was out there having sex
on cars
out in the open, like getting busy. You heard the one girl when the dude walked to the car, she's like, "Oh, pull your dick out." He was like, "What? Pull your dick out?" Like,
that's
it was
crazy.
Like, it was wild, and
that's
that was
crazy.
Just like, I feel like they just cut, and of course because it's on Hulu, so they couldn't get too explicit. But yeah, it's definitely way more explicit shit than what they talked about on there for sure. But I think it could have been better had it been better prep. They could have kept it what it was in '94 had it been better, you know, flow of traffic and all that other shit. Having a central location
Right.
It was just niggas getting off at different exits, like trying to get the one spot.
Yeah.
Jalen Rose was like, man, fuck it, we'll just park the car here type shit.
Yeah,
and it was at Piedmont Park.
Yeah,
That's
Piedmont.
originally where they was having it, but then it just spread out. It was just spread out on all different streets.
It wasn't organized. Like
It wasn't organized.
It wasn't like you say a central location. That might have saved a lot of shit too.
Yeah, definitely. But all in all, though, man, you know,
hey, man, it wasn't Judgment Day for a lot of you old women, man. Like y'all cool now, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Y'all safe wherever y'all at with y'all office jobs and shit now.
Yeah, man.
Y'all good. No, a lot of them was scared.
Oh, they was.
A lot of them was scared. I remember that, bro. A lot of them was scared. Like, hey, I don't. We're gonna try to put some cease and desist in order. Like, you know, you gonna boycott this shit here.
Yeah,
Why y'all want to boycott the Freaknic movie?
Come on, man.
But y'all, we not.
But that speaks to show a lot of the shit that's going on now was going on back then.
Yeah.
Y'all just ain't had no camera phones, and if y'all would have had Instagram, yeah, it would have.
Y'all ain't had camera phones. Y'all was walking around with them camcorders.
And that's the shit that kills me. Jalen Rose is like, oh, it wasn't no, dog, y'all had camcorders.
Y'all had camcorders.
Like, stop it, bro.
Y'all
Y'all
had
had the iPhone in
Y'all knew-
95. It
y'all
was
knew-
going up. It
y'all
was going
knew,
up.
yeah.
It was going up.
Y'all could have just went live off y'all phone.
Yeah, y'all was going live. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Come on.
Y'all had the camcorders for a reason, my nigga.
Y'all wasn't just y'all just wasn't shooting no family
Yeah,
documentaries
stop
with
it.
them shit. Stop.
Stop it. So, Quiet on Dead Docs. Oh, I'm fucking up my
Quiet
words.
on set.
Quiet on Set doc, man, on HBO Max, highlighting the racism, sexism, sexual abuse, predatory behavior, pedo behavior of Nickelodeon Studios.
Dan Snyder in particular.
Dan Snyder in particular, but it also highlighted
the whole organization.
Michael Handy, and I want to make sure I get this dude's name right. Was it Brian? What was dude's name? I want to make sure I get this shit right, because you had Jason Handy for sure. Let me see. Brian, was it Brian Peck? Let me see. But yeah, I'll find out. Let's keep talking while
Josh
I'm
Peck. You talking about that's? Hold on. You talking about Was Josh Peck one of the producers?
No, I'm talking about the one who sexually abused Drake Bell. The guy, his actual Brian Peck. That was his name, Brian Peck. So Dan Schneider, Brian Peck, Jason Handy. I'm gonna say this though. I was very, very shocked at the level of the shit that I seen, because I know it's very hard to be a kid star, especially when you start getting to the 90s, because it wasn't prevalent prior. That wasn't a big thing prior. Like,
well, it was going on. We just didn't know about it. Like that's
Nickelodeon ushered in a whole different thing though, as far as kids shows, and we didn't have that. We didn't really have that like that. If you had kid stars, it was mainly on some adult type shit, shows.
Well, Disney was doing it, but Nickelodeon took it to a completely different level.
Yeah, because you had real kid act.
Yeah.
I was shocked at the level. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was.
That shit disappointing, man. And
it is disappointing.
Unfortunately, them kids had to go through that shit, man. Like, it's just I gotta just say it's unfortunate, man. They didn't deserve none of that shit, man. Like they just didn't.
No, they didn't, man. This shit, it's so crazy to see all the shit like
really unfold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, I don't know, man. Like I just don't.
That's a lot for a kid.
It's a lot for kids to go through. Like
I really do feel bad for Amanda Bynes. I really do, because even when I see her coming out on that stage at 10 years old, you could tell she was born with a certain gift.
Yeah,
like she just had it. But I always looked at her like that. So when she's a natural.
She's a natural.
So when I see her going through something as the teenager adult time frame, I'm not surprised, because look how early she was introduced to the industry.
It's blowback.
Like her wanting to get away from her parents. That was a thing. The only people we never really seen it with was with Keenan and Kel, bro. I never really saw that with them. Everybody else, I was like, damn, like it makes sense. And I mean, the Drake Bell thing was so shocking to me, bro. But we wouldn't hear about it back then because he was a minor. Mm-hmm. So they wouldn't put their names out back then if they was a minor. But then just even the story with the mother and her daughter, that was, he should be dead. Period. Period.
But you know,
That was the most that them two, Brian Peck and that Jason Handy. That was why are they even still out here?
Yeah, Dan Snyder too.
Yeah, Dan. I'm not absolving Dan Snyder either. No, not at all. Because some of his stories with the women and how he talked to them, how he handled them.
Shit, how he did Drake Bell. He abused Drake Bell too.
I didn't see no abuse with Drake Bell in that.
Was Josh? He abused Josh. That's what he abused. He was like
I didn't see that. If I only saw the 4 episodes, so there was a new episode I missed. I didn't see that.
Which one from the show who later on had his own issues too?
That was Drake Bell.
So somebody remember he talked about that too on the thing. He was like he got abused too.
That was Brian Peck. He was a producer.
Okay,
that wasn't Dan. No, he said if anything, Dan was there to support him. Brian Peck, the one who was like background.
Yeah,
he might have had a little cameo on some of the shows. Like he was a game. Like when Keenan and Kel was watching the game show, he was the game show host on the show that they was like. He'll do pop ups like that, but he was like a producer on a lot of these shows. He was the one actually abusing Drake. Like, I felt so bad for Drake, man. I really did.
Yeah.
Because he was so uncomfortable. And he said, I'll put you like this. Think of the worst thing somebody can do to somebody sexually.
That's crazy.
That's the only thing I can. And that was, and it said it got worse. And it got worse. I was like, and he only got 18 months. The Jason Handy dude, when he sent the nude picture to the girl, the 9-year-old girl, he only got 6 years in prison. For that. And he had other allegations. When they raided his house, they found child pornography. They found clothes of an underage girl in his house. And he was still able to get a job after both of them. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
And you know what I found very interesting is at the end of every episode, how Nickelodeon was like, oh yeah, we worked. No, you haven't.
No, y'all didn't, man.
Because if you did, we would have seen a public message prior to this doc.
Y'all didn't protect them kids, man.
Y'all wasn't protecting them kids, bro. Even down to that Dare show, when the black dude was talking about, that was excessive, bro. But I never really paid attention to that show though. The only shows that I really saw was like Legends of the Hidden Temple, Double Dare 2000, Guts, shit like that. I don't really remember that show like that. But for them kids, when the white dude was talking about it, it's like, no, that shit was real. We had to really intake that sugar. We had to really intake that coffee and all that shit. And then when they layered him with the peanut butter and the dogs had to come out, he was saying it on the show. He's like, bro, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Like,
that's crazy. It's crazy.
That was crazy, bro. It was very taxing on the kids. Then for Dan Snyder to have them women sharing salary, that's fucked up. That was fucked up, bro. Then when the woman said he would be making just inappropriate comments and shit, bro.
On the set of kid shows. Like, come on, bro.
He always looked like a weirdo to me, though. Even when I saw him on Heavyweights.
Did you see the interview he did, though? Like, to try to, like, get him... How you gonna hire the smoothie nigga from Drake and Josh to do the shit, dog?
But see, I ain't really giving him no pass, too, because, nigga, you could have been speaking on this shit,
You could have been speaking on this shit, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's...
Don't nobody get no
Nickelodeon.
pass,
Nickelodeon's way too big for us not to know about a statement that y'all put out prior to this shit.
I'm not buying none of that, man. That's nasty. Them kids ain't deserve none of that, man.
Not at all, bro.
You can tell that, like, that Drake dude is real. Like, he's different.
He's still fucked up. Yeah, definitely.
He's fucked up.
He looked very like you could see like he was always going like this. Like he's never gonna forget that.
That shit's sad.
And what stood out to me, his mama ain't shit for one. And salute to Drake's dad because he was always on 10 toes with that shit. And it's fucked up that he had to stop being his son's manager because he was acting like this on set.
They put a wedge in between
that Brian Peck dude put a wedge between him and his father.
Yeah, that's what they do though.
And when his father had to finally find out that it was his son that got abused, I can't even imagine the pain that he went through because he couldn't protect his son.
Yep.
And he knew.
He knew.
And that shit fucked him up. That shit fucked him up so bad. And he was like, bruh, like, because Drake said, he's like, yeah, I'm so glad he never got to you. But he was the one that he got to. Like, I just felt so, I felt so bad for Drake. When he popped up on the screen, I was like, oh, shit. And he had a whole episode just dedicated to him about his encounter. His mama ain't shit. You mean to tell me that you didn't feel like driving between such and such cities because you was tired? But you go let this man stay at somebody's house that he work with?
I
No, we wasn't doing
Get
that.
my child, bro. Like
You're not spending the night at
we
his
not
house.
we don't even play like
not
that.
even playing
We don't
like
play
that.
Like that, man. Nah.
No, what y'all do is work, and when he's done, he coming home. I don't give a damn if it's
he's
still 1 in the
coming-
morning.
He come with his family, like.
But see, his dad was always at his house though. The mama wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
His dad, when he had to go do work, he was at Brian's house with Drake. How it should be. If you go into his house to work, I'm gonna be right there. Now, the only way I was leaving them is if we on set at Nickelodeon Studios. You're not keeping my child at your house one-on-one working.
It's well accounted for. Like,
Yeah.
like, nah, not no private. Nah, we don't even do that type of shit.
And for Drake to still be doing what he was doing, I don't know how he did it. I mean, he said it himself. Like, I don't know how I was able to still do it because we didn't know.
Yeah.
It didn't look like he was going through nothing.
That's what they do to them kids, though.
You see what I'm
man.
saying?
That's
Like,
what they do. I don't like that shit, man.
that shit was so fucked up. Drake went through that shit, bro.
So
And
I
he's
can-
38 now.
Yeah, I can only imagine what like other kid stars done had to encounter, man. Like it shed light on a lot of them, like they current, like
I
how.
always felt like them kids, man. I just hope they doing good, man. Amanda Bynes still, like, when she used to be getting arrested for this shit, I'm like, bro, like, honestly, I'm not surprised that she's like this. Like, she always been in front of a camera.
I mean, but look at a lot of the child stars. Britney Spears was a Disney kid. Orlando Brown, we all know Orlando.
Oh, man.
Orlando Brown. You got Drake Bell. You got
Raven Simone.
Raven Simone.
The only ones who seem
was
normal.
Did she have like an era when she was wilding out?
She's just weird.
She's just weird.
She just out there, but I mean, she's just out there though.
Yeah, she never had an Orlando, Amanda. I mean,
Britney Spears.
Britney
still out
Spears.
there.
Spears.
her sister ain't really never really had nothing.
Shit, Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter.
Rest in peace.
No, Aaron alive. Nick died.
Nick died. Okay, Nick Carter.
died.
Hey man, the proof's in the
Bro,
pudding, man.
I never really paid attention to the signs on the Ariana Grande, the iCarly shit. I didn't really watch iCarly like that. I more so watch
the Tyena girl too.
Brittany. What was Brittany? Jamie. What was her show? What was that shit?
I forgot what that shit was called. But
I
knew
never
what
really
you're talking
paid attention to the sexual, like, some of them scenes, like that Ariana Grande shit with the water. That
That's
shit was
wild.
wild.
That's wild.
How the fuck you gonna get juice from a potato?
That's wild.
And she up there, I never really paid attention to that shit, bruh. Looking back at looking at it as an adult, that's wild.
That's wild. That's wild.
As a kid, I wasn't really paying attention to the
we
shit.
kids.
You see what I'm saying? Like the scene where with Britney Spears' little sister when she was trying to get the shit to open and the shit spot on her. The nose boy.
The shit wild, bro. The shit wild.
A lot of sexual undertones for a kid show, bruh. No, that shit should not be in kid shows, period. Period, bruh. That shit should not be going on. Like, that Ariana Grande shit was wild, Mo. They had her at the edge of the bed pouring the water on her.
That shit wild, man. Them niggas sick, bro.
I wonder if there's going to be more episodes. I haven't had a chance to look to see. I can actually look right now, but it was only 4 episodes from what I seen, but definitely still, man, Drake, I just hope Drake can just get to a better place in his life, because you never not going to forget that shit, bro.
All you can really say is God bless, man.
God bless.
God bless him, man. That's all you really can say, man, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's only 4 episodes. It might be a new episode come out today because today is Sunday because the last one released Sunday. But it's like, yeah, man, like all those sexual undertones, the lack of pay, even the black kid, like him and his mama, still not really on the same. But he got outcasted because his mama was raising hell on set, which she was warranted to do. Looking back at that shit,
Yeah,
look at what she had you doing.
she had it right.
And I'm not absolving the parents, but we not gonna step over Brian Peck, Jason Handy, and Dan Snyder.
No, it start
With them because they are the ones who got to set the fucking standard.
y'all are predators.
Y'all are predators, bruh. Like my heart goes out to them, bruh. Like that email shit on that episode, that shit took me off the edge, bruh. Like I could not even imagine, bruh. Your daughter running into the room, where this nigga at? Let's get the money. Go ahead, set that aside. I'm gonna charge that to the game. Let's get the bail money set.
Yeah,
Because it's going down. You not running into my room and my daughter telling me that's why? No, where this nigga at? Niece or nephew. Fuck. I don't give any child that I
Any
mean.
child, bro. Like that's just.
I couldn't imagine my nephew coming to me telling me that somebody just sent him a DM or an email or anything of that level. We not doing that, bro. Like, no. And the mother, I tried to give her a look because she said the reason why she didn't say nothing because, she didn't want it. But still, nah, you got to say something, bro.
Got to.
You got to. Now, granted, they got him, but he didn't get enough
He
time.
didn't get enough time.
Motherfuckers like that got to be taken out back.
They need to be, they need to be outcasted from society, man. The thing is, this shit been going on because when this was all going on, they had dropped the old Shirley Temple interview with Larry King.
Okay.
And she was talking about some experiences she had growing up.
Oh, see, I ain't never peeped that.
Because when growing up, it was, Fox Studios, MGM Studios, shit like that. She grew up, she was working with Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the story was her and her mom went to MGM Studios to meet with these two dudes. I forgot the names that she mentioned or whatever. But somehow they got split up. The mom went in one office and Shirley went in the other office, and she basically was like, dog was trying to come on her in the office like to get roles and shit like that. This Shirley Temple was a child now, you know what I'm saying? And she somehow got out the office and shit like that, and her mom got out the office, and she was like, they was on the way home, and the ride home was just, awkward as hell. Like they was just silent and shit like that. And she finally was like, yo, like, he tried to do something to me in the office, and then even the mom was like, well, he tried to do something to me in the office too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you could imagine how it was back then.
That's what I'm saying. They women back then,
way worse.
They
back
ain't
then.
really had no rights like that back
None.
then. So
Exactly.
like that shit crazy.
And then the coverage that we have now, like, see, that's the thing. When the Me Too shit started, that's 2017. But guess what? You should have had that same staple of mind in the early 90s. But guess what? We ain't had that coverage like that.
Well, we didn't have independent like media back then.
And I'm glad that one lady, remember the lady said she finally told them about the whole salary shit and how they ended up settling on top of the, the sexual allegations and all that other shit. I didn't know how much money she got, but I hope she was very well taken care of.
I hope so too.
I hope she was, because them women went through hell on that set fucking with him, bro.
That shit ain't right, man. Niggas like that people like that are cowards.
I still would have liked to see a few other people. Like you seen Kyle Massey came out, I was like, hey, bro, don't listen to what my mama got to say.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to come out and say what I need to say. Then you had old boy who had the show, who was like, oh, my show just got canceled. I ain't selling no ass.
Talking about Jay, his name.
Jay, yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
That show was kind of whack, though. I ain't even going to hold you.
That shit was whack.
His show, Lil Romeo show was better than his. Facts. I'm sorry, bro.
Romeo show was kind of whack.
His show was whack. It was better than his show, though.
Yeah, it was better than his shit, though. I ain't gonna lie, though. But they was just throwing shit at the wall, bro. That time.
Yeah, they was throwing shit at the wall, bro.
Like, everybody was getting a show, bro.
Everybody was getting a show. Amanda had the best show. Probably.
Yeah, no, Amanda's show was fire.
Her show was fire, but dog, for her to go through that, like, I still hope to this day that she doing good. Cause we don't hear from her. You see what I'm saying? Like, she really is secluded. She's secluded, bro. She is secluded. And I mean, I don't even think Drake should have even got up there, to be honest with you. Like, it was good that he did it for the awareness and all that shit, but he just looked so uncomfortable, dog.
You can tell he's broken by that shit.
He's still broken by that shit bruh, nobody is gonna ever forget that. You are scarred for life behind that. You are scarred for life. Like, I equated to the Raz B shit. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for them to do a deep dive on that one. I'm waiting. I want that one. That's the one we need to talk about for real, for real.
Boy.
That's the one. Don't think because you go ahead and you find a new religion, nigga, you absolve. Nah.
You still need to repent for your old life, nigga.
Nah, we need a documentary on that one, because
you still need to be brought to the altar.
Bruh, the fact that Raz B can't even be in the same vicinity as you says a lot.
Like, his whole mental state changes when you're brought up, bro. Like, you did something.
Bro, Mo, when Drake was talking about that, that's the first person I thought of. I thought of Raz B when Drake was talking about that shit.
I remember when remember that shit when he first was on some.
This is 08, 09.
They was laughing at this nigga.
Yes.
Niggas was laughing at Raz B.
I remember the shirt he had on. It was a light blue shirt.
You remember that voice, that phone convo? Niggas
was going off on that bitch.
You could tell he was really like.
Then when he called Marcus, he was going off on Marcus.
He was real. What was Marcus? Marcus been trying to calm him down, right?
Bro, Marcus like, bro, watch who you talking to. No, nigga, ain't no watch who you talking to. Nigga. Y'all niggas did this.
Y'all did this shit, bro. Like, nah.
And his story has remained consistent. See, that'd be my thing. Like,
he ain't lying, bro.
if somebody is very detailed about specific things, I have no reason to not believe that shit, especially if you remain consistent.
My thing is this too. He ain't trying to like rectify no shit with y'all to where y'all can just get a surface level victory. No, that nigga want to tell his side of the story. It ain't no we could be buddy. No, fuck
Raz
that.
B is just, like I said, I look at him and Drake the same. When Drake was talking, all I could think about was Raz B because they had the exact same stories.
Yeah,
Just different people.
they had the same type of situation. And
Same situation.
Older dude come invest into them and then take advantage of
Take
them.
advantage of them. 15, 6, and for Drake to go through that at 15, bro, that was at the peak of, he still did Drake and Josh after that.
He still did.
I don't know how he did Drake and Josh after that shit,
Drake
bro.
and Josh was fire.
That was a fire show.
So it's like he was broken in.
It's no telling what other, like, I'm surprised that I was expecting to see Zach and Cody pop up on the dock.
I ain't gonna lie, that would have hurt, bro. Zach and Cody up there, bro. That shit
There
would've
ain't
hurt.
no
Like,
telling. That's the
damn,
thing.
bro,
Ariana
like,
Grande wasn't there to interview, but ain't no
Yeah.
telling what she. I know she has to look back on it and I was like, bro, I should not have been doing that at that age.
I'm pretty sure, like, you
But
know,
even you had the black girls, the two black girls who was on all that in one of the shows, like how they was treated on set. I could imagine what the fuck they was going through. But even with her, when she was talking about the Jason Handy dude, she's like, he signed my book. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy how they can present themselves in such a welcoming manner, but be predators behind closed doors, bro.
that's what they do.
That's what they do, though.
That's how they blend in.
That's how they blend you in. And then what they do that separation. Oh, your father, he's stealing money from you, and all that.
He's trying to take advantage of you. Nah,
Whole time you doing things that Drake can't
this-
even talk about.
This is my thing. Even if my father's stealing from me, let him steal from me, but he gonna be around though. If you telling me he's stealing from me so much, let him be.
I really got
hell nah.
smoke. I really got smoke for his mom though.
Yeah, the mom. Yeah,
Because how it took his girlfriend's mom to pick up on it, but you didn't.
she was not an
Salute to her, bro, because she was the one who picked up on it. She was like, you know, when Drake was telling the story about him calling, and then when he called the girlfriend the house.
Mm-hmm.
So the mom was like, hold on, bro, like, what's going on? No 40-year-old man is calling you like that. Like, what's up? Like, what's going on for real? Then everything came out when he told his mom. But salute to his girlfriend mama because she picked up on that shit first.
Like, why you? Yeah,
There ain't no 40-year-old man gonna be calling no 15-year-old boy like that.
that shit's sick, man.
That shit was sick, bro. That shit was sick, man. Like I said, prayers, man. God bless, man. Cause I don't know how the hell Drake was able to. I want to know what Josh Peck has to say. The co-star of Drake and Josh. I want to know what he got to say.
Right.
If they got more episodes, because that shit is crazy. So Bruno Mars, man, he got a $50 million, allegedly a $50 million debt with the casinos out in Vegas, man. What's going on, man? Well, this more your bag, man.
I don't know, man. That's just.
Do you believe it's 50 M's?
It's possible.
So they will let you build up a certain debt.
I wouldn't say that high though. That's a lot of money, bro. To have unaccounted for on the books.
What do you think the
gotta
amount
think,
is?
like,
What do you think is the highest that it could be?
However much they want to be comfortable letting you owe. That's what it comes down
You
to.
think it's 20 M's?
The house. Let me tell you about the house. The house make their own rules, and it comes down to how they feeling, bro.
Okay.
They must be knew that this nigga was holding chips, or they know he got potential to make that type of money. So I don't know. Like 50 M's is a lot of money. Let somebody run up on your tab, bro. I don't know, bro. It's hard to tell.
Hey, real quick.
What you-
We'll get back on this. Real
Right.
quick. So I came across a reel. This lady, like, she be winning and she be losing. She be winning and losing at the casino out in Vegas and shit. But I didn't know you can have such a crazy amount of payout for just the games, like certain games.
Yeah.
Like I seen one, she had a jackpot for $126K, bruh.
Them slot machines, they basically slot machines. Them shit build up.
That shit is crazy, bro. That she was getting the pay. She do videos when she getting her payout. I'm talking about at least 80, 90, sometimes 60 grand. You know, she'll tip them dudes like a rat.
Yeah, that's what they do.
You'll tip? If you win 90, you'll tip?
It depends though. Like if they had the drinks coming the whole time, because that's what it comes down to. The drinks free. when you playing at them tables, roulette tables, blackjack, and all them shit,
You get food?
Drew can tell you like the drink's free. The food not free though, right? The drink's free. They bringing trays.
They
of
get you
drinks.
comfortable.
They get you real comfortable. Like you listen, Mike. You can be like, hey,
paint the scene for me.
You can be like, I want three pineapple.
As long as you spending that bread.
As long as you gamble, they gonna make sure you drinking, bro. You can smoke there, not weed, but you can smoke your cigars and shit in there. Like
you gonna be well equipped going to the casino. You know what I mean by well equipped? Like if you winning big bread, you got to walk out there with that big bread, or you just gonna be like, you'll be okay with defending yourself with your hands.
Nah, man.
Like you win 128K.
They'll walk you out.
Okay.
They'll walk you out if you win that much.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll walk you out. Shit, they make sure if you gambling under a hotel, they'll walk you up to your room.
Can you fly back home with that amount of bread though?
It depends.
What's the max you can fly with cash on a plane?
I think once you hit like 10, 15K, that's when they start looking at you. They start.
You just gotta account for the bread.
They'll start asking you like, hey, what's this money for? Like what you do? Like I was at the casino.
You gotta put it under the plane or you can carry it on.
I don't know, boy. You better
You
carry that.
You better carry that shit
under
on
the
there.
plane.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Shit.
I know somebody that won 30K and they was able to fly back.
But if you win 128K, you carrying that.
Yeah, or I'm gonna try to find a bank out there that I know I can use at a lot of places or something I can put it in. Or
I tell you what, because if my bank is out there, I'll deposit that bread.
Yeah.
I'll try to at least.
I deposit. Yeah.
But you said they'll walk you out.
They'll walk you out with that. They not.
Okay.
They not
But yeah, back on Bruno.
Now, if you got like a little 30 ball, 40,000, they'll walk you out if you want to, but it's not like if we're gonna make sure. But if you hitting them boy for like 80K, 90K, first off, they're trying to put you up in their presidential suite because they want you to come back down. That's off top.
So the casinos got hotels attached to it.
Most of them are hotels. Most of them are hotels off top.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so like even if you hit for like 20, 30, they gonna walk up to your room and be like, hey, this room's on us, blah, blah, blah. You welcome to come back down. That's them trying to get their money.
So I'm just asking you. You hit for like 250K. You gonna try to fly back with that, or you gonna try to deposit that?
I'm gonna try to deposit it. So I'm gonna put like 20 ball in my pocket. I'm gonna put a 20 ball in my pocket though.
You can fly with any amount of cash, but it says 10,000 cash limit per person or family. So anything over 10,000, you'll have to just fill out a form.
Yeah, they looking at you.
Yeah, but you can fly with any amount.
You got to fill out a form though.
I remember the nigga Sauce Walker
10,000.
had he hopped on the plane with like 70,000 and they tried to take his money. He had to do police report and shit to get his bread back. So I remember that shit happened to him.
So this off the heels of the conversation we had last week. So this shit really a sickness now. I'm just speaking to Bruno Mars.
Oh, I mean,
for you to cure possibly 50 M's, that's a fucking sickness.
Niggas like him who live that type of lifestyle, like you'd be surprised, man. These are niggas gambling with the Michael Jordans of their time and shit like that. Like these are them that's the truth. These are niggas
Charles
gambling.
Barkley said he lost 10 million in gambling, bro. 10 M's.
I believe him. Hey, man.
I don't believe it's 50 M's though. I just don't believe they letting him build up that much.
That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money, man.
Nigga, that's retirement money.
50 M's is a lot.
Never work a day of life.
That manager needs to be fired for even allowing somebody to run up 50 M's.
That's why I say that can't be real. Like, or it gotta.
That's why I'm asking y'all. What y'all think the real number is?
That gotta be a play to that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure it's right. It's real. I mean,
think so?
I think it's real.
Oh, you think it's real?
I think it's a bunch of broken promises. If the person's a fan of Bruno Mars,
yeah, it's easy to manipulate that.
Nah, you gotta run your bread, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that's crazy for him to run up a debt that high. But
50 M's is a lot of money, man.
I mean, it's a play for them. They gotta get their money.
Yeah.
How much y'all think a casino making 24 hours?
Shit.
Just 24 hours. Give me a round ball number.
Shit, Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. One casino in Vegas.
In one day?
One day.
Maybe $1 million.
I'm thinking more than that. Maybe I'm crazy.
I mean, them shits don't be swinging every day though.
They're not.
Like, it's not like they pack.
So I would be crazy to say 10 million.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It now like on a week like an
All-Star weekend,
yeah, Super Bowl
weekend.
yeah,
for a day, M.
Yeah,
I
a
think
million,
a
a
mil-
million, a million, 700K minimum type shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you gotta think that's still a lot of money to make, bro. Profit, like
Yeah, people just giving donations. That's what I'm talking to, Mo. Donations. How much
a
people
casino,
donated?
basically a casino more so. You got a small percentage of people who know what they doing in there. Then you got the majority of people are people there for the experience. The experience of
Bruh.
saying, "Hey, I went gambling.
Bro, this
I
lady,
got my head cracked in 10 minutes, but I did it." You know what I'm saying?
this lady be posting her wins and losses, but she makes a living off of this.
Yeah, you got people like that. You got casino sharks. You got people who play the casinos. Like, hey, this is how I'm gonna eat this week. You know what I'm saying?
What's y'all limit in the casino?
I'm gonna set my limit.
Before you, like, I'm just talking about total loss period. That I'm walking the fuck out of here.
I would go in there with some bread that I already know I can lose. So like when I do go, I'm gonna try to go with like a disposable 2,000 prior
Okay.
that I know that I can fuck up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
After that, if I ain't make no gains or not, like
Not getting no 10K hole.
I knew that I was going to lose this 2,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off that.
But you're not running up no 10K.
Yeah, nah, hell nah. Nah.
It just says casinos can earn anywhere from 1 million to 10 million per day. Then it says regional casinos, smaller region casinos might make between 50,000 and 500,000 per day.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like them boat casinos and shit like that, they hitting for like 50,000 a day or something like that. 60, 70 on the weekends, 100. Which is still good money. Like that's a lot of
That's
money.
a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money, bro.
It's a lot of money for real.
A lot of fucking money.
A lot of L's, nigga.
A lot of a lot of donations.
Yes, sir.
A lot of donations.
Y'all seen people been asking about the amount of money you'll quit your job for lately on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Seen the 2 million one, I seen the 750K one.
If I hit for 2 million, I'm still having a little part-time job or a little business that I run.
You're not gonna work as hard though.
I'm not working hard at all.
Bro, you know what I would invest money into? No bullshit. Car wash.
Yeah, shit like that. Shit,
Especially here.
Automated. Well, we kind of got a lot of car washes here now.
I don't give a damn.
Man,
Our policies.
oh boy, they laundering money
lethal.
through them shit, bro.
I said that shit to Mike earlier.
Y'all think that's what they be doing for real?
Bro, the amount of the
But
influx.
they different. No, that don't matter because the
it
owner
don't
could
matter.
be different. Different names don't matter.
Yeah, especially they running them shell companies, bro. You never
Bright
know.
and shiny, nigga.
Yeah,
They got the one right there on Rivers, right in front of the Arby's. They got the one by the outlet. They got the one old tidal wave right there on 78.
One on Ashley. It's two on Ashley Phosphate.
They got 2 on Phosphate now?
They got one because they just put a Checkers in front of my neighborhood. They got a car wash right by there. You got the original car
God
wash right
damn.
there. Then the Spinks got a car wash on Ashley Phosphate, so that's 3 car washes. Yeah.
That's crazy. So 2M, you'll probably keep a part-time job, start
Yeah,
a business?
Keep a little part-time job, have me a little
I
business.
probably don't want to start no business, bro. I ain't gonna be real. If I do, I just want to be hands-on. I don't want to do it. I want something that's gonna be an easy cash flow. You know, a lot of businesses be failing too.
No, that's what I say. I'll give me like a little truck or something.
Would you get a franchise?
No, hell no.
No franchise
I mean,
of like a fast food restaurant or something?
I probably like partly invest in one of those. But I have me like a little truck that I know making. I have a couple trucks or something I know making money.
I remember that football player on Broke said he lost a McDonald's. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you lose a McDonald's, nigga?
How do you lose McDonald's?
Like, how do you lose a McDonald's for real, bro?
Go to Rivers Avenue and look at that McDonald's. That's how.
That one's not up no more, right?
No, that one's still there.
That shit, unfortunately.
That's just the environment. That environment trenchy as hell.
Location
over there.
gotta matter then.
The location. That shit trenchy. That shit right by.
I know exactly which one y'all talking about.
It's by a city trends. It's by a hood. It's right by a hood.
Plasma donation.
A plasma
The
center.
interstate right there. The exit for
Plasma
the interstate
center.
right
No,
there.
listen. Plasma center and dialysis center next door to
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
you right.
That shit real trenchy
You
over
right.
there, boy.
You all right.
A mattress firm right
Mattress
there.
firm right there.
They real trenchy over
Liquor
there,
store.
bro. The Mexican grocery store right there. Yeah, that shit trenchy as hell. Dollar store.
Mhm.
You don't want to work late shifts there, huh?
Hell fucking no. You don't want to work no shift there. You catching crackheads any hour over there, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. What y'all think? How much? Anything less than 10 is not enough for me to quit.
I'm not quitting shit, bruv. Because this money can come and go,
Yeah.
as we see every day.
No, but
Two
you know though, a lot of people know like real shit. And some people may know like, dog, y'all can live off the interest.
Yeah. If you put 10 million in the bank, you getting 500,000 a year.
So
You can't live off.
Now if you fucking up,
That's on you.
That's on you, bro.
You
But
mean
I
tell me
still
you
feel like
can't- you can't live off $500,000 a year.
I think for me to quit my job, even though as far as it would have to be at least 25.
But you can live off if you had so you can
Yeah, I can live off the interest.
That's what I'm saying. You hit 10 million.
Yeah, I can have.
If you hit 5 million, that's still $250K a year.
First of all, if I hit 10, 9 of it is going into my money marketing account that I already got. That's going in there, and the rest I could probably just take that, put that in something else. And it's not like I'm gonna fuck around my money. I'm gonna just get long-term stocks with the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Nike, Tesla, all that other shit. Let that shit build up. I'm not fucking on my bread though. I seen a nigga
you can
say
live off the residuals of that, the dividend payout.
I seen a funny ass real nigga said, "Dog, we just hit the lottery. We hit for $1 billion. What we gonna do next? $1 billion parlay."
Goodbye.
He said, "No, bro, we good. We good. $1 billion parlay."
Yeah, man.
Said, "Bro, we don't have to work no more. $1 billion parlay."
I feel like I ain't put in no picks in like 2 weeks. So like if I hit for $1 billion, I wouldn't even. I know I wouldn't gamble with.
Bruh, I be sending Mo reels sometimes in the morning, like niggas like they lifestyle off the parlay shit. I just send him with the dude, and he just be having his consistent winnings of like a low 15K here, 20 here, 30 here. And I was like, damn, niggas is seeing this shit daily and thinking they can do this for real.
That's the part
That's the
of
play.
That's the play. You selling the hope. You selling the fantasy. Like it's not even about the bet no more. Niggas just see you living a certain way off the shit. Like,
Bro, Drew,
I can do this.
His daily, he going to Miami, sitting courtside. He going to the restaurant. He going to the clubs. It's close.
They sell a lifestyle to you. Like, hey, you can do this too. But nah, you can't do that. They're not showing you what he's betting to win that 15,000.
Yeah, them flips have been crazy for him. You know what I'm saying? That's just all. That's
But he can afford to do it.
He can afford
The
to do
average
that.
nigga don't got
The average
5K to
nigga
play
don't
daily,
got
bro.
to do that, and they also don't tell you it takes a while to get there.
Yeah, facts. So, Ohtani, man, do we believe it or we don't believe it?
What I've been seeing is his interpreter was doing all the gambling, right?
Yeah, but they trying to say he
Yeah,
knew
he's-
about it,
he's
but
still-
they
he's
trying
still-
to.
yeah.
Some people they're not believing the victim shit.
Right.
I believe he didn't know. That's me personally. I believe he truly didn't know. I believe that his interpreter was fucking off his bread and betting on shit. Now this hardcore proof that he was
that's
involved
what I'm
in.
saying, like-
Hey, stick him to the cross.
The proof will come out because the MLB definitely said they're going to investigate him too. So
But I believe that his interpreter was trying to get off.
this is what I think, though.
All right.
I'm gonna be realistic. I really feel like he is too much of a play for them to nail him to the cross right now, bro. The interpreter got to take that hit. This is the star of MLB right now, bro. This is like the biggest star of MLB. He just signed the biggest deal. Like, you mean to tell me we're not even gonna see him play one game of that deal because he ain't get to opening day? Nah, they're not gonna let that go.
What
down.
did you think about the thread that said he was possibly throwing games? What did you think about the thread?
I ain't mad at it. Cause I
You ain't
believe,
mad.
I believe it.
No,
I believe it in a lot of sports, bro. I believe it's a lot of shady shit
A
happening.
lot of shit is coming to light. A lot
Man,
of
them
shit
niggas
is coming
shouldn't
to
be
light,
throwing
bro.
no games, bro. Don't play the sport, bro. I ain't with that shit.
My nigga.
If you throwing a game, that's different.
When
And this why I say, if y'all do let Ohtani off, y'all need to go rectify shit with Pete Rose before you pass.
Facts.
Because that man was never throwing games. That man was still breaking records. That man was still playing. And
So
y'all-
Pete Rose was just betting on the
he
games,
was just betting on games. He was just betting. Pete Rose he's a gambler.
but he wasn't throwing games.
He wasn't throwing games. He was betting on games. He was still going out there busting ass.
Ain't he the all-time hits leader?
He was.
Oh, somebody done passed him.
Yeah,
Okay.
dog. Pete Rose was going out there busting ass.
And he still not in the Hall of Fame.
Y'all still holding it over his head. But if y'all have the proof that him throwing games, and y'all still feel complicit
So
to let him play due to
So what you think about the thread?
the thread is very telling. That thread was very telling. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I don't really bet on baseball like that, but if I was somebody who was invested in
Baseball seems like it's very volatile.
it is very volatile. But if you watch it, you would know what's going on. You got to put in a lot of time watching baseball to really
Yeah.
gauge it like that. But if I was somebody that was investing in baseball like that, and I'm seeing that this nigga was really throwing games, and if I can recall watching certain shit and it just look weird, like how me and we can recall certain games and we be like, hey, that shit look weird, bro. Like
Mhm.
this had if the game goes a certain way, I can recall this play and I can see like, hey, this nigga did something weird right here.
Mm-hmm.
People can if people can come out and say that, and he gotta be held accountable, bro. But if the MLB lets him slide with substantial proof that he was, y'all gotta go fix that Pete Rose situation immediately.
Niggas guilty as fuck.
He guilty as fuck. If he guilty, he need to be held accountable. Just like how y'all held Pete Rose. Pete Rose was basically banished from the sport.
Facts.
So I mean,
I remember that being a very, very big thing with him, man. I remember that shit, and even years after. Of course, it happened before. Like I was more.
it happened for all of us. But it's
but they still talked about that.
For years. You gotta think.
He done had been gone. They
You
was
gotta
still
think,
talking about this.
Pete Rose. If that never happened, he'd been in the Hall of Fame almost 30 years ago.
Yeah, 90s, early 90s.
They held that against this man now.
Ohtani, man, I don't know. You seen his New Balance logo?
Mm-hmm.
Shit look kind of hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, New Balance doing some good things on the baseball side. They got Bryce Harper. They got him. They got it's another player. I think they got Vladdy. They got a few players under their belt.
Okay. Yeah, man. So we'll see what comes with that, man.
That shit critical though, man. Drew, bro, like niggas. Hey, man.
That's why I'm ready to see how you gonna react to all this play out, bro.
Hey, man. Y'all better be careful gambling, man. That's all I can say, man. I know it look easy. Y'all be seeing people hit. I know I play a part of it too. Niggas was all on in my DMs when I was posting my last run, but y'all gotta chill out, man. This shit ain't for everybody, man. And the shit rigged. The shit is rigged, man. The shit is rigged, bro. Only thing I can tell you, bro, get in where you get in and get out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing: if y'all feel like it's rigged, then y'all can still be fans of y'all teams.
To a certain extent, I don't let it affect me how it affect me no more. Like we didn't sign T. Higgins of all people. We signed this nigga KJ Johnson from the Vikings. I don't let that shit bother me. I don't let that bother me, man. This shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day, man. It's clearly there's an agenda. Where do you think T. Higgins going at?
I honestly can't call it, dog. I can't because he's not a one to me.
He not a one.
He's not a one, and I'm seeing this thing with ones kind of showing out late. I mean twos, number 2 receivers showing out lately. Brandon,
He not showing out though.
Not showing out, but like kind of like.
No, I feel what you're saying.
Like Brandon Ayuk is really playing with the Niners.
He is.
He ain't really. He just want to go.
He just want to go.
But my thing is like, bro, you don't got that much leverage because you ain't a number 1. You a 2.
But what I'm saying is, he's still somebody that you could.
Yeah, but if he step up,
yeah.
if he step up,
That's what I'm saying. I didn't really at the old Mo. I would have been like, man, fuck that, man. Like, how y'all ain't gonna get this man? We don't know what y'all just signed Jacoby Brissett. Clearly, we're gonna draft a quarterback, but it's like, what we doing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't let that shit bother me. I'm not letting this football season affect me like that.
I feel you, bro.
I'm not.
You know how I get down when it comes to the Panthers.
I'm just not letting it bother me.
Yeah, man, because all this shit, man, fake, man.
I don't believe it's fake, but I don't let it work me up.
They're just
like
starting
it used to.
They're just starting to get too much in bed with the gambling world, and as it continues to evolve around each other, it's going to get.
It'll
worse.
be a documentary behind this shit.
100%.
It'll be a documentary.
And I honestly, I pray that it doesn't fuck up the sport because niggas are worried more about a parlay versus actually trying to win games or do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it just be like, man, bro, when you be looking at the shit and be like, man, a nigga need to make 6 threes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this nigga don't take 1 3 the whole game, bruh. Like, nigga wide open at the 3.
That's clearly somebody talked to you about.
See what I'm saying? Like, it be shit like that, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a hot ticket. Everybody got that shit on their ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit look good. You know 6 people alone just in your circumference done played that line. So Lord knows how many other people in America done played that line. Exactly. And then you don't take a attempt.
You don't make an attempt at a 3, my nigga.
Come on, bro.
You don't get to the line one time.
Come on, bro.
Nah, nigga. Somebody talked to you before you warmed up, bro. Today, you had a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And we can do the whole like, nah, that's just how it go. And which is true, it do go like that, but it be clear cut sometimes, bro. Like, nah, man. When it comes to them lines like that. Nah, nigga, cause that's effort. That's effort right there.
Yeah.
Like you making an effort to not get to the line or shoot a three. That's intentional, depending on the player. Like you shoot threes, my nigga. Now you don't shoot threes today.
That college shit a few weeks ago with the conference tournament championship when they went up one and dude fouled the guy at the line.
That's crazy.
I mean, he fouled him on the inbounds.
That's
like,
crazy. How you
what are you
foul the
doing?
other team with what is it, like 6 seconds left or something like that?
5.
5. That's crazy.
Y'all up one. What are you
Y'all
doing?
up one.
They lost by one.
They were supposed to drive up the court and waste more time.
Yes.
You're supposed to do nothing to them.
It's
Whatever happens.
The
You
coach
playing-
been shitting.
Yeah, you don't send them to the line with 5 seconds.
Stupid. Ended up losing 62-61.
Now that one that I sent you when Dog shot at the end, he wasn't.
Oh, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that wasn't no race. He was being an
He been
asshole. He
asshole.
was being an asshole at
Okay.
the end of that game, and that shit do be happening too. So that's why I'm saying like when you watch enough, like you can tell like niggas being assholes. Like Dog wasn't trying to blow nobody. He was being an asshole. Like,
I feel you. So what y'all think about these tournament games?
hey man, shit's going up. We got Northwestern tomorrow. Who y'all got Michigan State today?
Today?
Drew, you don't really fuck with college ball. Well, Duke, who y'all got?
We won yesterday. I need
y'all
to look
play?
at it. We played some fucking niggas. I ain't know, bro. It was. I didn't get to watch none of the games, bro, because I was mixing them up.
Nah, I
Mixing
feel
up.
you.
But,
I watched that game. I watched that first half yesterday. We bust ass yesterday. We played what was it, Swanson or some shit like that. Something. We played Northwestern today though. No, tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we doing our thing in the region, the Eastern regional bracket, man.
Nah, y'all niggas getting busy. I ain't gonna front.
So
we got James Madison.
James Madison.
Yeah, because they beat Wisconsin. They was a 12 seed.
Yeah, they did.
And we beat Vermont yesterday.
And Kentucky cooked.
Hey man, them boys saying Coach Cal might get bought out for 33 M.
Might get. I would. Shit, fuck it. If they
And
feeling like they don't want me no more, but I still feel like he want to coach. But I mean, his last outings have been terrible.
If you gotta think he gets bought out for 33 million, his line's still gonna go crazy because he's still Coach Cal at the end of the day.
He's a good coach.
He's
just
gonna
ain't
end
been
up somewhere.
performing,
He might
bruh.
just need a new scene.
His outings have been bad.
It has. I mean, he might need a change of scenery. He might need that.
Caused the Charleston get cooked by Alabama yesterday.
Yeah, 109-96.
Hey man, it was a good run though.
It was a good run.
They had a good season.
That black jersey's hard. I ain't
Them
gonna hold
shit's
you.
hard.
man.
Them shit's hard. I might have to hit
I
that
ain't
student
lying,
store up, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm getting
They just
custom.
gotta get some new era hats. They still.
I'm
fuck
only
with
doing
them.
custom now. I'm not wearing these niggas' names, bro.
They don't got names on their ones.
Oh yeah, they don't.
They don't.
But I wanted my name on
Yeah, I
my
feel
shit.
you, I
Yeah,
feel you.
fuck that.
Who y'all got in their Final Fours?
I got
I
us, of
know.
course. Y'all, how you feel about playing Michigan State today, though?
I don't think it'll be an easy win, but we gonna win. Everybody has us losing to them. Everybody.
I got a lot. Them boy tough now.
They are tough. I'm only worried about y'all.
I mean, I got
Out
us.
the field.
I got us, of course. I like. I feel like Arizona kind of streaky, but they can hit it. They can.
They
hit
in our bracket.
Yeah, they are.
That's who I want.
Y'all would play them in Elite 8 if y'all played them.
Elite 8. Yeah, the
Y'all would
final.
catch them. Y'all would
Final
catch
of
them
the
in Elite
region.
8. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. That would be tough right there, man. I don't know. I gotta look at the other brackets though, but I know on our side, y'all on our side, but y'all on the we Eastern bracket with y'all Southern bracket.
So no West.
Y'all West. All right,
We're South.
y'all South. Who over there with y'all?
Uh,
Like another notable school that you think y'all would hit?
maybe Baylor.
So if we got to the Final Four, we would play y'all.
Y'all would play us. Yeah.
Clemson.
Y'all got to go through Arizona though.
Arizona.
Mhm.
The South #1 seed is Houston. Midwest is Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue tough. Purdue is tough. Houston good too though.
I don't know. After that conference championship loss, it's not that they got smoked by Iowa State. Smoked.
That should be happening, bro.
But it happens,
it
you
happens.
know. But
It happens.
and fucking NC State. But
Yeah, shit. Dayton might get it done today, man. Y'all don't gotta worry about no Arizona.
Yeah, they not no slouches neither though. They not slouches.
We'll see.
That boy from NC State was cooking though. That big boy.
That shit get on my nerves. That shit's so fucking fake. But hey,
How's that fake, man?
because man, we smoked them niggas all year, bruh. We smoked them niggas all year, and then of course you'll get the team who just they get hot late
Right.
and they got the momentum. I'll give them that, but fuck them niggas. That's little brother, man. Come on, man, stop it.
Hey man, they won that tournament though, man.
Hey, it is what it is. we still got the ACC regular season title, so it's cool. I wanted to double up, but it is what it is. I just don't like them niggas. Like it's just NC State.
Nah, I
don't
feel
fuck
it's
with them niggas,
it's
man.
big brother, little brother shit.
Yeah, but
man.
that's all I got, man. We got anything else, man? Before we get up out of here,
Nah, man, I'm cool, man. Shouts out to everybody doing their thug thizzle for shizzle, man, in the city, man.
always.
Out, you know, everywhere, man. Y'all stay safe out here. Like I said, the weather kind of gloomy, but y'all, you know, y'all hold it down out here, man.
Always.
It be cool, man. Drew, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man, big up everyone. Keep working, you know, stay consistent, and you know, don't sell yourself short, man.
Always.
Always, man. So, like I say every episode, man, you hear anything on here that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember,
We're just some messengers.
we out.